Good evening, virtual fight fans. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready because it is ESFL 60 tonight, the return of the PlayStation 4 competitors. This is one of the best cards we have had since maybe ESFL 50, put together tonight by the wonderful Armor Boxer. It is a stacked card from top to bottom. We have some of the best fighters in the world on the PS4 side. They're all here tonight. They're all ready to compete. I don't know if you've seen it. Get in the Discord right now. Check the fight card. We'll talk you through it in a second, but it's absolutely insane. But first, let me introduce you to the man sharing the booth with me tonight, Mr. Kingsley. How are you this evening, buddy?
I am doing super fantastic. ESFL turned 60 as our fight cards are in ESFL 60. I'm super excited. This fight card looks super stacked. I can't wait for any of these fights. These fights are going to be insane, Balin.
I mean, it's just so good. We just have so many great competitors now.
So good.
Just all across the world. They've been competing here for a long time. We've got new guys that have come up. It's just so nice to have such high level esports to commentate on, let alone the UFC fights. I mean, just fight after fight is going to be good tonight. Let's take a look at the fight card because we'll keep talking about it, but we might as well show you while we go through it. A whole bunch of lovely people on this card tonight. Kicking off this evening, of course, Kingbreaker Levi Diego. Don't know anything about this Kingbreaker guy. I don't know about you, Kings.
What the heck is that guy?
I don't know.
That guy sounds like a
I
poser.
know, right?
My goodness.
If you don't know,
what a lame name.
That is Kingsley. So Kingsley will be kicking off the fight tonight. First fight, solo commentary. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Then we've got Justin taking on Pro Lightning. Great little matchup right there. AK taking on East. Roadrunner taking on Funds Faded. They're both back. Then we got the first EK Suspect Zero on tonight taking on Colton. What a great fight that is. Jub Straight Spam is back tonight taking on I Make Ket Sweat. He is here this evening too. Drizzo taking on Surat. That is a great fight. That is an amazing fight right there. And we've got Daddy Mara Rayhan as well. Then Darth fighting.
I'm looking forward to that fight.
Darth fighting Epic Trolls, come on, what a fight that is. If you haven't seen either of these guys fight, absolutely world class, the both of them. And then after that, Dominator, one of the best in the world as well, taking on Adavadax, who's on a bit of a skid right now, wants to get some wins back on the board. That is a great matchup. Then we've got T-City, who's looking unstoppable, taking on former champ Top Man Stan. That's a great fight. And then we got Papadoc taking on Ed Parker in the main event. One for the ages, Clash of the Titans. Best PlayStation 4 card ever. Can you say that?
I mean, it's working its way up. I mean, we had some stellar ones. ESFL 50 was one of the best ones. I think like 48 was one of the big ones. But this one, when you look at the last three fights and then like some up and comers, I mean, there's been fights in here that everyone has wanted for a long time. So it might knock on the door as the best ESFL fight card we ever had.
I mean, I can only agree. I can only agree with you right there. Listen, I should probably let you go and get yourself ready so we can get the first fight going.
Oh no,
you do, yeah. I didn't think about this. The first fight is just going to be solo Balian commentary, which hopefully everyone's all right. I'm just going to call it like I see it. It'll be a non-stop ramble. I mean, from me, but
be nice to me, man.
You go get yourself ready.
All right.
And I'll pull the fight up, guys, because we are ready to go tonight. Thank you for joining us this evening, everybody in chat, on the Twitch side of things, on the YouTube side of things. I hope you're all having a good night tonight. Looking forward to some top-of-the-line fights. It's going to be great fights this evening, so settle on down. We've got 12 fights coming up for you, all on PlayStation 4 tonight. Be sure to jump in the Discord if you haven't done that. And it looks like these guys are just about ready to get it on for the first fight of this evening. Right here. Welterweight, always a good matchup, one of my personal favourites. We'll see what the pickups here. Right now, the meta has definitely been something like a Woodley, a strong top game, so you can work that ground game if you need to. Shoot those takedowns against the cage. Double jabbed your way in, got a big overhand if you need it. Big, powerful kicks you can plant, sit down on, whether there's a leg or body. We'll see what the counter pick here is from Levi. Gonna maybe snatch up that RDA right here. He's thinking about it. Wouldn't be too bad. Nice Arsenal attacks to work on the outside of Tyron Woodley. He's going for it. He's going for it. All right, nice little matchup right here to kick us off tonight on ESFL 60. Now, I've implemented some new replay features this evening that I will try and work in for you guys. I like to always be trying to look ways to improve the production over here on this side of things. So we'll see if we get some of these new replay features going. But this should be a great matchup. I don't know if this is them have met up before with a 1-0, or if that's, sometimes a disconnect. Sometimes fighters have just been in the same lobby getting ready for a fight, and they've had to drop out before the fight started, maybe testing connection. So I don't think these two have met the matchup here. If you don't know anything about these two fighters, Kingsley, obviously a commentator here at the ESFL, very good competitor, very good all round, really. He's going to look for a couple of body kicks probably from the outside, set things up with that straight right, maybe look to hit that to the body as well, and definitely shoot that double leg whenever he has an opportunity. So Kingsley going to employ a full MMA game here, but before I can even describe the opponent, we're about to get it on. Here we go, first fight of ESFL 60, and it should be a good one. Nice little show of respect. The crowd's going crazy. Nice little jab, both returning jabs, inside leg kicks there from the pair of them. And leading with a straight into the jab, they're almost trying to shoot a takedown. King doing wise, returning with that 1-2, nice and straight in there. Straight lead hook into that power double against the cage. Going to switch to the body-to-body suplex right away, nice and quick right there. Kingbreaker unable to stop that, got to watch the hands. Sometimes it comes just a little too fast. You don't get time to settle, but he's going to hit the side control sweep and gets it. Beautiful job grabbing that single, holding on for dear life, double-handing it. Right into this top side control position. Nice bump. Straight back to half guard right here and returns up. Standing. King wants nothing to do with that. Beautiful little lead leg kick. And then there, applying with that roundhouse to the outside of the leg. Beautiful job here. And there, Levi trying to return it, trying to keep that leg health going. That's a good work by Kings, trying to batter up that leg if he's going to stop these takedown attempts. And now trying to hold the center of the octagon right here. Nice jab into the team. Now he's got to watch it. Nice lead leg. But stuff there. Nice block. And then Kings trying to close the distance with that jab. Work his way on the inside. Keep the pressure. Get himself off that cage. Can't sit there because he knows a double leg's coming, but whiffs there on the roundhouse. He tries to plant it. He's doing a good job throwing this two right down the middle here. Bam! Big right hand. Nice blocking though from Levi. Nice returns. He's leading with that straight a lot, going to the body and coming with a lead hook up top as well. That's what set up that takedown. The start of this round. Outside leg kick landing again there. Nice job. This double jab from King's doing good work. He's mixing up the timing of it, throwing it quick and then pouring again. Goes two with it, then one, and follows up with a big right hand. So it's good time with the mix up. But he keeps tripling it. If he's going to triple it, it's going to get caught right there. The 2-3 lands beautifully for Levi. He's finding the timing on it. You've got to watch that lead leg kick from both men. There's the double leg. King's no stamina here. It's going to be tough to defend this, even if he gets the timing. Good work. Right there again. Nice belly-to-belly suplex. And again, takes his top position. And this is bad now. Crucifix. And Levi had Kings had bad stamina. As soon as that teep landed to the cage, he didn't even get time to recover after the shot was taken. Now he's been returned to the mat right here with low stamina. This is real tough because this all happened on the feet and he's still less than half stamina here. Going to have to watch this submission. Going to sit for this guillotine right here. Going to have to find three-way escape. Pushing down, side right up, blocked there, and advance to the next stage. He's got three-way going for four directions here. Wide on the left. Nice job retaining this top position. Now he gave it up. 120 left in this round. Nice, easy get up here, but he's got to watch his stamina. He's got to recover. Give him some time here. Levi lets him up. That's the first time in 2 minutes Kings have been able to get any stamina back on the board right here. And Levi's doing a lot of lead in there. There's a big head kick, lands beautifully off that lead leg. The rear leg, sorry, but the left one still. And that head health dipping down, though, for Levi. He's got to be careful of that. King can't sit on the outside distance there. Again with this 2-3. Needs to slip to the right-hand side. If he slips to the right-hand side, he's away from that two. And also that hook goes nowhere near him. That lead hand's not going to be there if he gets his head off to the outside. Now the stamina disadvantage the other way. Good job defending this time. No, excuse me. He tried to hit the over-under. Didn't get it. And there's the power double. Beautiful job into side control again. All these takedowns from Levi. Been the story of this round. Good work. Good work. Great round. We're going to take a look at the highlight on the new highlight screen, hopefully, if I don't mess this up right here. Really, it's the story of the fight in this first round so far. This double jab, you can see it working a little bit there for Kings on the outside, but the covering up here, the 2-3 came strong. That lead body kick gets it, and this double leg, look at the stamina difference right there. And as he gets taken to the mat, half stamina, that's really what worked out for the rest of that round. That was real danger, and got straight into that that crucifix position. That was real bad right there, but he managed to fight out of it. A couple more denies, and that could have been all she wrote right there for Kings. But good work to get back to the feet. They're going to return here, going to the second round. Competitive fight so far. Still putting in the work. The double jab working well for Kings, and the body kicks from both people. Sit down a little more on those leg kicks. Might be able to stop some of those takedown attempts, but Levi's looking real nice, leading with that 2-3 and double legging when he needs to. Good work with RDA. You put Woodley on his back, is not best there for the stamina. Big lead hook to the body. Teep catch. Nice return there. King's making a beautiful lead and coming back in with the double hooks, but he moves straight in. That's a stepping forward lead hook, and he eats a straight left. Excuse me, that's a big vulnerability window to just dash in there with that lead hook. And Levi makes him pay and sits on the outside there. Big outside leg kick again with the teep. He's got to be careful not to rush behind that double jab. That's what got him caught. That forward momentum, he's still stepping forward into that lead hook, so he hasn't made the read. That's what got him hurt right there in the start of this round. And Levi again returning 2, 3, and then the double leg. That's been the story of the fight. It's all he's needed so far. And Kings again trying to sit right there and doesn't stop the takedown one more time. Levi in this top position again right now. RDA very good on top. Got workhorse. Back sit denied here. Kings need to be a little bit more patient. Trying to find his way back to the feet. But there's a little get up, just like I said. Oh, doesn't get it. Bumps back to full guard though. Pump fake to the right. And uses it to get up. Good work by Kings returning. There's a nice little 1-2 from Southpaw. Switching back right here. And he's got to predict this 2-3 is going to come right down the middle. If he can slip his head off to the right-hand side of that straight. There's a 2-3. One more time. 2 to the body this time. 3 back up top. And the full Muay Thai clinch. Oh, knee straight up the middle. Beautiful work. Nice and quick. No time to even think about it. And the 3-2 lands beautifully. Mixing up his attack here. Levi. Good work. Really incorporating a full MMA skill set as you need to do with RDA. And now this pressure from the 1-2. Keeping King on the back of that inner octagon line here. Back against the cage where he wants him so he can shoot that double leg anytime he feels he needs to. And the 2-3 again coming out working for him here. King's got to sit down, throw something big. Maybe try and sneak that overhand in, jab to the body, come over the top, or make a read on this 2-3 that's constantly coming at him and slip his head. A little bit of head movement countering. Got to find a way back into this fight as Levi keeps pushing on this forward pressure. 1-2 again is all that Kings is returning, but he's double jabbing in. He's got to be careful because he's stepping in on that final strike and walks again into this lead hook. Well timed by Levi. Same as the rock at the start of this round. Kings just pushing forward behind that double jab and just walking straight in, leaving himself vulnerable and open. 1-2 right down the middle right there. 1 minute left in this round. Big head kick, and that might be all she wrote. If he can finish this up, big right hand to the body as well. Pushing down forward on that block, and that's a good work with that head kick right there. Really just opening up King. Now, Levi has taken some head health. No rocks, but he has taken a couple of shots. Those 2s from that power of Woodley is going to be enough on that RDA chin. You know, there's still time for him to get a rock, but the timing, man. Levi's doing a great job planting as King's just pushing forward and forcing this action. And because he's forcing all this, well, forcing his strikes, he's walking straight into these planted shots of Levi. 3 seconds left. Oh, nice rock right at the end right there. Man, big round for Levi. 3, 4 rocks I think you can count towards the end of that. And they just kept adding up and adding up as that round went on. You see here on the replay, this is the lead head kick right at the end here. Lead hook straight. The nice little lead body kick that he's flicking in here, but 1-2 on the outside. And he steps out of range here, jabs in. And the beauty job flicking that up to get the rock right at the end of the round. All right, moving into the third and final round here. First fight, ESFL 60. Thank you for joining us tonight. The Esports Fight League, one of the biggest PS4 cards we've had this year. Kicking off the card this evening, Kingbreaker, aka Kingsley, taking on Levi. Nice little check hook right there from Kings. Doesn't follow up with a rear hook. Tries to land the rear hook in there. Too much vulnerability right there. And that's this time lead hook, then straight into the double leg. And again, unable to stop that takedown. That belly-to-belly suplex has been there all night. Levi says, why not just keep landing it if he needs to, and this time goes to hit that single leg sit out to side control. Doesn't get it. Denied now by Levi. Hit that in the first round. Knows it's coming. Nicely sit back to full guard and gets his back sit. But every single time he's returned to the feet and he's not winning the striking. No attempt to transition there from Kings. And Levi back on top now with RDA. This is going to be tough to get himself up. Feet on the hips. Going to get for the upward get up and gets it nicely. Need some big work from Kings right here in this final round. Nice return on the 1-2. Levi just doing a lot better distance control in this fight. A lot better job controlling the distance. Beautiful duck under, slipping that lead hook. And real nice pace control from Levi. He's got that body kick open there. Bam, lands it. Good work. Double jabbing in the same opposite stance, man. It's all about the reach when it comes to that right there. But both guys have been landing their 1 and 2 all night. Double leg fake takedowns here. Oh, there's a big body kick. But again, Kingsley's pushing forward, man. He's got to be careful. I know he wants to win. You know, he wants to get these big hooks in. Close that distance because Levi's doing such a good job controlling. He's got to find his way on the inside. Got to find a way to land these big punches. Especially when there's 2 minutes left in the fight that you're losing. So you can understand his haste. But there, 2-3. Again, it's been there all night and his head health is real low. Lead body kick right there. 1-2. Whiffing on that left hand. But this is bad for Kingsley. He's flashing like a traffic light right now. Levi backing him up towards the cage, keeping him on the outside of the octagon. There's the overhand, just trying to land something big in here. No lane to set it up. And Levi being real careful now, not even committing to that 1-2 on the outside, trying to get that big head kick, flick it up there, landed it early. Nice slip to the inside of that jab there, going to hurt that stamina even more of Kings in this final round. 1:20 left. We'll see if Levi looks for the finish or if Kings can land something big. Nice little lead hook in there into the rear uppercut, planted. Beautiful work. And Kings is going to have a hard time surviving now. 1 minute left in this round. Fakes the leg kick, pushing forward behind that double jab. There, sneaks a rear uppercut right in there. Check hook, doesn't land though. Not enough power to cause the rock. Eats his own at the same time. And now he's backing up. Big lead hand. Going to drop him there for the finish. Good fight and good work right there. Beautiful job by Levi. Good fight. All-round martial arts skills displayed. 2-3, all money, all night. Nice, beautiful work straight down the pipe. Shooting the double leg when it needed to. No defense from Kings on those belly-to-belly suplex. Unfortunately, it's definitely something you can go away and look at. Good finish, good consistency. A lot of work off that lead hand, that lead hook. And you're playing someone like RDA, you've got a lot of high-level tools, a lot of high-level techniques you can employ. We saw a lot of that there in that fight. So good work right there by Levi towards the end of that fight. We'll see if we can get Kingsley in the booth here to give a little recap of what he thought. We can see the finish taking place right here. Again, just pouring with his jab. Big left hand doesn't land. Nice return jab, rear uppercut. And again, they trade lead hooks right there. There's not enough head health for Kings to sit and trade. Unfortunately, in there, pounding him out off that lead hook. So good work. Great fight. Great fight. And I need Kings to come back because I can't talk anymore. Kings, how you doing? Unlucky, man. Good fight.
Oof, God. I'm just looking at the fight card. 10 Sons of Wobbles, 1 knockdown. He definitely did what I expected him to do. Like, I did a little scouting on him. He was like, kryptonite going into this fight because like I stink at the ground game. So my thought process is like, okay, keep it standing up, be like a counter puncher, Venus flytrap. Then further away, and he was always getting like the first punches on me. And then we did that driving takedown. I don't know the right way to counter it. So I was just like,
yeah,
okay, in my mind, what can I possibly do? And by like the time that I finally got comfortable, like I was like, God, I need to do a lot, and I don't think I'm getting the right amount. I especially couldn't trade because my head health was so low. So
yeah,
like, I kept on trying uppercuts, and I was just getting like caught every single time.
Do
It
you
was
want
a good fight to him. He did a lot of great things.
Do you want my assessment, or I don't want to?
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and tell you, you know, ways you could improve if you don't want to hear it. That's a bit harsh.
Any constructive criticism, I'm all here for.
So
obviously,
I think you gotta stop that double leg against the. It's not too hard. It's just right trigger and then the right stick away from wherever they are. So instead of right trigger and right stick down, it's right trigger and right stick away to stop the double unders. And then if he level changes is down to shoot the double leg, you got to right stick and down. But it is something you have to learn how to do now because it's part of the game. It's part of the meta. So. But apart from that, on the feet, I think you were just, your double jab was good, but you double jab and land, and then you'd step in with like a lead hook or something big. And because,
that's the thing. Like, I get like a little bit of a routine with it because I'm so used to just like trying to find my way in. I'm used to like having a longer reach. Like I always need like a reach advantage. So when I wasn't getting that, he was getting hit first.
And you were walking into, he was just planning. You were walking in with that lead hook, and he was just planted throwing something faster right down the middle every time. And because you were vulnerable, because you were stepping in with it, that's what happened. But don't worry, man. Thank you for kicking the card off. ESFL 60, good fight and well played by Levi. It looked fantastic tonight. Worked. The multi, the double leg.
Guy to look out for.
For sure, definitely. Look, mate, he'll be champion in a couple of weeks, so you don't have to feel bad about this. You know, you're like, oh, I lost to the former champ. You know, happens to the best of us.
Right.
All right.
You better make me look good, Levi. I swear to God.
There we go. Right, Pro Lightning versus Justin Jr. is the next fight. Are you ready to go with this one, Kings?
Definitely ready to go. I'm on their fighting screen.
All right, perfect. Then we will switch over now for the next fight of the evening right here. Two great fighters. What can you tell us about these fighters, Kings? I'll let you talk for a bit because I am a little, I just spoke nonstop for 10 minutes.
It's my turn. All right. So Pro Lightning, again, he was held as a UFL champion going to the ESFL. Unfortunately, he hasn't been having a great start in the ESFL 0-2. Well, Justin, up-and-comer, fighting the last card, he got his first victory. So it's a battle of who can finally get in the win column and put up a stamp in their ESFL career. So it's about Justin. He's an up-and-comer. He's young for his age. Can he go 2-0? And can Pro Lightning, with his caliber, can he get his first win in ESFL? And it looks like they're going to do a mirror match featherweight division with Jose Aldo, which is
going to be good for sure.
Aldo, yes, quick punches.
Leg kicks for days.
I mean, quick punches.
If you looked at it right there, it looks like they fought each other a couple of times, 4-1. I mean, in favor of a Lightning here. I mean, Like you said, Lightning was on the last 2 PS4 cards after making his debut. He was on the week after, and now he's on here for his third fight, third card in a row. And yeah, he's lost his first 2 fights, and he's a champion in another organization, UFL. So, I mean, you know he's got it in him to fight well and to fight some of the better players. Unfortunately, he's not been able to make a stamp here or a splash yet in ESFL. And he's fighting Justin, like you said, newcomer, brand new kid. Very, very excited to make his debut last week. And now he's here off the back of a win, probably with a lot of momentum and confidence behind him, looking to take on someone that's 0-2. So you've got to give the advantage to Justin, but we'll see how it plays out. And it's a nice outside leg kick to start off the action.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, if you're Justin, you really want to attack those legs and use Holy Elbow to its benefit. So Pro Lightning is in the red gloves. The mirror match is confusing me.
Yeah.
But Pro Lightning, so far so good. Use the legs. Try to use everything that Jose Aldo has in your ability. Attack the body, change up the levels a little bit, and you can finally get your first win. Just keep up with the strategy. Don't look for the trades, though.
I like the way Justin's being real patient right here. And Pro Lightning stepping in with that lead hand. He's walking right in with it. If he can time a straight right down the middle, Justin can catch a nice little rock on him. Beautiful straight to the body. So Justin's been real patient here. Lead hook, big right hand. I like this from Justin. Pro Lightning's coming forward aggressive. He's definitely going to burn himself out if he keeps throwing the strikes this way. Beautiful work by Justin. A nice return with that lead hook as well. Like I said, a little straight right down the middle from Justin, but this is great work. Pro Lightning is stepping in. Definitely trying to be aggressive, but he keeps jumping in with that lead hook. Jumping in with that lead hook is going to get you caught with something if you're not careful. So we'll see if Justin can make that breed. Nice.
Yeah, it's so far so good in this clinch attempt, and this could be really beneficial. It's one thing to be good at stand-up game, but you need to be good at all facets. You need to be good in the clinch, good with the takedowns, and find a way to out-trade your opponent in those phone booth, close-in fights, because you never know where a hook or an uppercut could just, hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah, good break from the clinch, Justin. Nice elbow land by Lightning. And jump knee as he planted to throw the right hand. If that hit him, I don't know if that would have been the straight KO, because that's a big vulnerability window when you're throwing that right hook. Nice jab straight again, man. He's setting it up nicely as well. He's not just throwing it out there. So this is a little evolution from Pro Lightning. But there we go. Shoots the single, runs the pipe. Great job on top in half guard right here. And beautiful work. Just sitting on up.
Yeah, and now you look for what can you do on the ground game. Can you do some feints? Can you try to figure out a way to get in side control where it's the best position, especially when you could get into a crucifix. But it seems like they're going to stand up, and that's a done deal for the ground game battle.
Ooh, nice big right hands. But that's Justin caught trading. 2 right hands fired. Big right hooks. Shoots a single. Nice stuff this time. And Justin's head health real low right now. Pro Lightning definitely got the advantage there. Tries to throw the straight right down the middle. Leads to 2-3 of his own right here. Lead hook right hand's been working for Justin. But that's a big vulnerability window if he's going to sit down on it. It has worked. That head kicks from the outside. And Justin's just trying to react right now. Fire back. Just keep Pro Lightning off him. Stop that pressure after eating that big right hand.
See, what I want from Justin to do is attack the body. You're doing too much head hunting. You're being a little bit too predictable. If you just attack the body, they'll open up an opening for the head, because...
Oh, nice. 1-2. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, it's another one. Oh, Pro Lightning with his first win.
Nice.
Wow.
The first win, baby.
He got it, man. That's a little bit of aggression right there from Justin. And Justin was fighting such a great fight until he got hurt. Until he got rocked that one time. And then he started just letting it go. Planting down, just throwing the gas tank at him. And he was doing a good job working him over there before that. Great work, but yeah, a little too much. We can see it right here on the replay right here, that lead uppercut. Double jab in. He double jabs in again here and throws a 1-2 lead uppercut. 1-2. One more time. 1-2 lead uppercut with the rock. Beautiful work. 1-2 again. Lead hook this time. And the rear uppercut stops that takedown attempt. Read it before. Knew earlier on when he hurt him. He'd shot that single. And yeah, tries to shoot the single again. But it's too late. It's all over. And beautiful work by Pro Lightning with his first win in the ESFL. Check him out.
Congratulations, Pro Lightning. You put it together. You finally get that first win that you've been looking for 3 ESFL PS4 cards. It's well deserved. He found his situations. He landed the right uppercut at the right situation and was able to get that elusive win.
Yeah, man. Finish the fight when you got him hurt. You need to do that. You know, how many 10 rocks on you? Yeah, these things can happen. Drag it out. Finish the fight. So great work. I'm going to assume he knew the single leg was coming because it had been shot twice by Justin when he was rocked. But in either case, congratulations, Pro Lightning. First win in the ESFL. And look good doing it. Mixing up his combinations. I mean, it was the 1-2, the 1-2, the 1-2 lead uppercut. And that caught him, that final punch, that third punch in the combo. Mix it up quite nicely as well. So, yeah, great work. All right, cool. Let's jump on. We'll keep moving. We've got a whole bunch of fights coming up for you tonight. And 2 names that some of you might recognize here. Both 0-1 right now. Oh, hang on. Am I looking at the wrong fight? Maybe I'm not.
Our next fight is AK versus Not Blue Star.
Okay, right.
I think
that's not what it says on the undercard sheet, but that is indeed the next fight, I do believe. So maybe there's been some changes I don't know about. It doesn't matter. They're ready to go. So we're going to jump on over right here. And that's going to be at lightweight.
Lightweight for me is like one of those divisions where there's always that one fighter that you try to avoid, and that's Khabib Nurmagomedov. So the fact that Not Blue Star might go with him, oh, he's definitely going with him. That worries me a lot if I'm AK. If I'm AK, I try to go with that Tony Ferguson as he's picking right there, or maybe like a Brian Ortega. There's so many options that you could go with this fight.
I think just patience is the key to dispatching a Nurmagomedov. You know, if you can be patient and not even output enough to deny the takedowns, then you can work. You got 3 rounds to fight. You don't need to win the first round. You just need to stop the takedown in the first round. Then you can start implementing your game going on from there. So we'll see what AK's strategy is coming into this fight, and we'll see what the strategy of Blue Star is as well. Because I think both of these guys, I don't have any information on these guys. People in the back. AK is 0-1, I know that. Is Blue Lightning filling in short notice? He might be. But we know AK has already fought here.
Yeah, he was filling in for East.
Okay.
East, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry.
That's
but he's definitely a replacement fighter, and
well,
it should be really interesting how they both match up.
Making a splash here in his ESFL debut. Let's see how he does. Oh, tries to throw a knee immediately off the back, and AK's just planted throwing hooks. But look at this, man. Bam, slides right under for the double leg, straight into full mount. No deny on that early transition, but oh my goodness, that was nice and quick. Went it straight away. Blasting right down the pipe. If you can do it, why not? And here's that rubber guard by AK right here. Beautiful work. Hits the switch on top to side control. Great work as well.
I think we have a little bit of a chess game in the ground game right here. I thought as soon as that first takedown happened, we were going to see how excellent they are in the ground game. And just goes to show all these denials, all these transitions. It seems like they really did their homework.
These elbows really adding up now on the ground. Straight to the body and over the top. 1-2, 1-2. Got to find the timing to block these right now. AK landing low, landing high. The get up straight for here from Not Blue Star denied nice and easily. And you know that AK is quite comfortable here with the ground and pound from T-Ferg from the top position. Nice hit on the switch. Trying to hit it. Denied right here. No transition by AK. Wise. He just waits for the denial to get that stamina back. And this is ideally exactly what you want to do to a Nurmagomedov if you can. You know, just get him on the back. If it hits the map, great. Get the sweep. Beautiful work from Rubber Guard. Getting that omoplata sweep. Takes top position, holding onto it. Beating him up, draining the stamina. Making him think twice about the grappling game. Especially if this is where he wants to take the fight.
Absolutely. When you go into the situation like this, you better have a game plan. And the fact that he's doing so much damage on the body and the head, it works to his benefit, especially against a Khabib, because you never know when he's going to try to do another takedown. And those uppercuts are doing deadly, Bailey.
Man, he just stood right in the pocket, both of them, and traded. Just planted the slowest one-rear uppercut 3 you've ever seen. And that could be all she wrote right there, following it up. No, it's not, but my goodness, man. I mean, Not Blue Star, defensively, there's leaving a lot to be desired right now. He's just eating these shots, but getting these takedowns still, somehow.
Sheesh. These guys could teach me a few, because I need to learn all that they have, because this is a clinic right now in the ground game.
He's trying to set up that rubber guard again, as we can just see on the replay. This one big rear hand left hook lands beautifully again, and up against the cage, and then he switches into that high kick to get him to drop.
I really want to see if Not Blue Star can do something to stand out. I mean, you've been trying to take him down. You need to do some type of damage because you haven't gotten any strikes out.
Yeah, I mean, trying to shoot that double leg high crotch there as well. But just, I mean, like, the pressure from AK is now just constant because he doesn't fear the stand-up at all. And beautiful, just slipping to the outside of the jab, lands a straight down the middle, and then finishes off the fight. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful.
Wow.
Hey, man.
AK came to play. I mean, from the get-go, he was ready.
He was, but I mean, you got to show, you know, your opponent that you can hang in the stand-up game, or they're just going to run you down like that. You know, if you're not showing anything, Nothing's going to stop him from coming forward in a position like that. And did he just march him down towards the end of that fight? Just forward pressure. It was a nice little jab or uppercut, which was well timed. But damn, just steps straight in there, straight a lead uppercut, and then bam, plants and throws 3 big hooks. The last one catches beautifully and pounds him out. I mean, there was no defensive, you know, ability really shown by Blue Star right there, especially in that finishing sequence of the fight. And that's what's going to happen. Your opponent will just run you over because they're not scared of nothing. There's no reason for them not to come forward.
I saw on the fight cards like just a split second. I saw the total strikes was 43 in favor of AK to 3. 43 to 3.
Wow. That's not good, is it? Oh, right. Roadrunner's taking on Funds Faded, and it looks like they're all ready to go. We need to jump straight in. Yeah, they've gone straight in. Well, there we go. To let you know about this one, Roadrunner, Funds Faded, Roadrunner making his debut right here, right now, taking on Funds Faded, currently 1-0 right here in the ESFL. So already a win on the board. I believe Funds went with the Diaz pick in the blue gloves, and Roadrunner showing up here for his ESFL debut with, I think that's a Bruce Lee pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so I got information on both of these guys. I faced these guys during my training camp, and they both beated me. Roadrunner, if he's using Bruce Lee, he is used as Bruce Lee. He is really good. Insane kicks. He will find the range. He is perfect in this situation. While Funds Faded, he's aggressive like a Nate Diaz. He will go to your face and try to get these hooks. But Roadrunner is not to be messed with as Bruce Lee. Be on the lookout for that.
I thought you said useless, not ruthless. I was like, he's useless, is he? Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. This is an interesting pick.
No.
Bruce Lee at welterweight, maybe he feels he has a big speed advantage and wants to utilize that. I mean, being the shorter fighter isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if your opponent's trying to close a distance. You can sit down low, hit that straight to the body nice and easy. You just got to watch those uppercuts, really, because they're going to land a bit nice. Oh, hook kick misses. Beautiful job. And he lands his own. Oh, my God. Absolutely insane sequence right there. Oh, my God. Hook kick from... oh my God, just a hook kick from Funds Faded, just whiffs over the top. Then you got a 2-3. Beautiful work. A hook kick lands of his own. Sorry.
Roadrunner, that's his signature combo. It's like a straight uppercut, and then that's just a heel hook, and it happens. Oh, wait, submission attempt.
Yeah, this is... Ooh,
it's a 5-gator kick.
Nice job rolling out. I'll just switch back to the replay there so you can see the lead hook into that overhead crescent kick. It's not a hook kick, it's a crescent kick, I guess. It was more likely what you would call it.
Okay.
Hook kick, crescent kick, whatever you want to say.
He uses that during the rocks because he knows he gets a guarantee, like, you can't really, like, slip left or right towards it. Like, it hits you, like, automatically. It's like an awkward position where it hits you.
Crazy. Anyway, beautiful sweep right there from Funds Faded, taking that rubber guard into the full mount position. Nice job by Roadrunner. Gets the reversal on a Diaz right here. Let's see what he does with it. If he tries to posture up, get back to his feet, trying to work a little ground and pound. Can't really hang around in a Diaz guard right here. It's not going to be good. There it is, straight back to the rubber guard. He just got swept from here, so he needs to be careful. Again, the stamina on Funds Faded is kind of draining right now. He is using a lot. Smashing in those. Oh, beautiful work. There we go. Straight back to the mount. Great sweep right there. Trying to hit that armbar again, Kings.
Oh, it's a huge attempt right here. I mean, he needs to get something like this. Go back to the stand-up game. He's going to be in deep trouble, so he needs to get this submission, or at least try to hold it for this round to at least win the round, because you can't not let this get back to a stand-up where Roadrunner has an attempt. Oh, good punches.
Yeah, great work. I like the aggression on the submissions right here. I mean, go for it. Why not? You might get one off, but neither of them got past the second gate here, so Roadrunner doing a good job defensively, and now just some short ground and pound. Funds might try and sit, work that stamina advantage back, because this is a grappling stamina advantage right here. And look at it. Look at the difference right here. Diaz has great grapple stamina.
Jeez.
This is just really good work, and beautiful. Again, half guard sit up. Going to roll into full guard right here. Beautiful work by Roadrunner.
It looks beautiful. I mean, both these guys are all-around fighters. They're able to do crazy stuff in the stand-up and do some crazy stuff in the ground game. I mean, we saw some rubber guards. We see some stack guards. There's a lot of things happening as the end of the first round happens, Balin.
Yeah, we can take a look once again at that highlight right here of that beautiful crescent kick. I'm going with crescent kick. I don't know what the game lists it as. Turning side kick lands beautifully. He steps in all confident, wants to land it. Boom. No. 3-punch combination, the crescent kick. Beautiful work to drop him right there.
is big for Fun's Faded. He needs to get the advantage in the stand-up game. You cannot let
Yeah,
and
nice.
that kick too by Roadrunner.
Nice
he
little
uses
side
that
kick.
to like gauge the reach.
Oh!
I'm telling you, that's his favorite move.
God.
He did that to me twice.
Oh my God, beautiful work. He's in that I'm gonna keep calling it a crescent kick. I'll probably check chat and see if I get corrected here, but that's what I would call it. 100% crescent kick over the top, lead leg. Beautiful work. Inside hook kick, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, that he landed with a lead uppercut. I think it was a lead uppercut, straight lead uppercut after that side kick when Fun stepped in to close the distance, straight to the body, steps in, lead uppercut, straight, lead uppercut, 1, 2, boom, crescent kick for the finish, over the top, off the lead leg. Great work, beautiful job. I mean, that is something you don't see every day. And Roadrunner winning his debut right there. Not against a big name, but Fun's Faded was 1-0. You know, already had a win in the ESFL, and right there, Roadrunner showing up with a Bruce Lee in the welterweight division. Absolute insanity.
I'll definitely say this. Roadrunner has definitely put in the work with that Bruce Lee. I saw him during my fight camp. He's used Bruce Lee. He was ready to use those crescent kicks or heel kicks, and he's gonna be a player in this whole ESFL career. I mean, amazing stuff. And Fun's Faded, credit to him. He is a great fighter. He just got caught against Roadrunner. Hopefully he'll come back and just retool some of his stuff and like get back into the octagon, because he is no way a slouch in the UFC 3. So we'll definitely see him back.
Everyone's spamming at me axe kick instead of crescent kick. Crescent kick is
like an axe and you're chopping.
I guess a crescent kick is more of a reverse wheel kick, in that you bring it across your face in the same way you would bring a wheel kick as you spin backwards. A crescent kick would come across your face in the same sweeping motion. You guys are completely correct. It is an axe kick. That's my apologies. It's an axe kick over the top and down. Crescent kick is like a sweep. It's like a Street Fighter move, you know. It's like, no one would use a bloody crescent kick, really. It's pretty stupid. But an axe kick definitely over the top. Beautiful work. Coming off that straight lead uppercut. So look out for that one, guys. Put that one in your arsenal. It works quite clearly.
Really does.
I guess you can't really slip
like,
it. Can you pull it? Can you, like, you know, lean it?
You saw Fun's Faded. He tried to lean back lean back and was still able to like reach him. So it's tough to read, especially when like you're being that aggressive of a fighter and you're trying to move back. There's no time where you could like fall back and like not get hit with an axe kick. So it was perfect planning.
There you go.
Right.
Right.
Work for that.
Are we still waiting on the next fight right here, or are they ready to go?
Our next fight is EK Suspect 0 versus Colton, and their stream is up. So
can you?
I think they might be ready to go.
Redrop that for me, because I don't have it.
Just give me one moment.
I am not ready.
Ooh.
Boom, boom. We're reaching the end of the undercard right here, guys. After this one, we're going to be moving on to the main card at ESFL 60. We've come a long way. 60. Ridiculous number. How did we get here? I did the math yesterday. Like, 600 fights.
We're getting closer to 100, Balin. Like, that's insane.
I mean, that is insane.
To ESFL 100.
I mean, 50 was big enough, wasn't it? We should hit 100 by the end of the year, technically, I think.
Wasn't that like a 6-hour event, ESFL 60? I don't know how we could top that with ESFL 100. We're probably going to need, like, what, 20 fights? Like a whole day festival or something?
We're going to get someone on board. All right, here we go. These guys are ready. Beautiful stream at welterweight. And Nick Diaz, Kamaru Usman. We'll see what they take up here. EK Suspect 0. Great competitor, currently 0-0. Not competed this season. Definitely had some good fights last season, taking on Colton, who is 1-0 right now.
Yeah, I'm really liking this fight for the undercard, because especially in the welterweight division, there's so many people that you could use. You could use the George St. Pierre, Usman, Diaz, Wonderboy Thompson, Woodley. There's so many cast of characters that you can use, and the fact that these guys, some of these vets,
Bruce Lee,
Colton
don't forget
1-0. We even saw Dana White a couple of weeks before in the card. So anything is possible in the ESFL. So I can't wait. It seems like we're going for a Nick Diaz Usman pick. So that's something we didn't see before.
Yeah, Usman not really made that much of an appearance in the ESFL yet. Good skill set. Definitely has enough stand-up to contend with, you know, anyone on the feet if you play smartly. But definitely the top game and pressure and takedowns of Usman can definitely be utilized. But again, it comes into that factor of that grappling stamina, really. How many reversals, how many denies can you get on the ground to take advantage in that area? Because grapple stamina does pay a big advantage in defending and setting up submission. So we'll see how it goes. They're going to touch gloves. Last fight on the undercard right here. EK Suspect Zero taking on Colton Moccasin.
Yeah, and you can already see Colton. He's doing a good job of just attacking the body. He has a perk, Body Snatcher. If he just goes with body hooks and just like attacks the body, he'll drain that stamina down, especially when it goes to the ground game. So he's working well with his game plan right now.
Yeah, I like how Suspect Zero is planting and throwing that straight down the middle, wisely grabbing the over-under, pummel straight in, double unders, nice knee to the body. Good look to set up a suplex. There we go. Body lock into the power. Body to body suplex. Absolutely fantastic work. I love the whole setup on it. The knee to the body, everything. Great work by Suspect Zero.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to do if you're Kamaru Usman. You want to get a good takedown. You just want to hold your opponent down and just attack the body. Now, the main thing is, can you deny the transitions, go into a set guard, and just attack, attack, attack. That's going to be the main game plan for him.
Yeah, we'll see it. The stack guard position can be quite dangerous. Passes nicely into half guard right there. And now side control, holding it on tight. See what he can do with it. Nice return. Colton's definitely got the bottom stats to deal with this pressure, but Suspect Zero, you know, is going to take his time. Knows it's going to work to that more dominant position. Definitely looking to pass more than to deal damage right now, which is going to pay off in the long run once he gets these dominant positions.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not trying to transition to his side control, maybe go for a crucifix. He seems content of going to his half guard and just landing these forearms to the body and the head. And it's doing a lot of damage.
Beautiful work both ways, and the head health took a massive chunk out of it right there off the max and halfway down as well. Now passing into full mount. Colton going to have to just hold on, regen some stamina right here, but trying to transition, getting punched through. Suspect Zero working that lead left hook over and over again on the face of Colton. Good job recovering there, controlling posture, but he's got to find a way up. With 2 minutes left in this round, that takedown happened, and he's not made any attempt to get back up since.
When you're like getting takedown early on the round, you're just on that ground position. It's so deflating because you're trying to figure out like, okay, how can I possibly get back up and try to save this round? There's a lot of things that can happen, but so far getting this rubber guard, maybe you could do something to get out of it.
Yeah, Suspect Zero trying to take stack right there, gets denied, just shows Colton knows what he's doing in this rubber guard, landing these short shots, but the rubber guard is a great technique. It can set up submissions and sweeps, but if you're not doing anything, it's just a stall. And this kind of a stall is not going to win you this fight right here. He's doing a little damage with those short shots, but already unable to control the position, and now back on top. Ooh, sits up for a guillotine right now. This is interesting. Pushing a two-way escape with Suspect Zero. Likes to do this right here. Not even going for a third direction, just 1 and 2. And that's all he needs to get out right there. Good work by Zero.
Time to get that guillotine down. It was like 40 seconds left, so he had enough time. So it could work to his benefit, but the judges are not going to see it in his way if this goes to a decision. So he needs to probably do something in the second and third round. Yeah,
and gets a nice scallop there towards the end of the round. Lead body kick lands. That's great work. Suspect Zero just dominating that fight since it hit the mat. I mean, all of the EK count, we say this every single time, very well rounded, but Suspect Zero literally showing there, you know, if you can take your opponent down to control them, why not do it? And taking that first round.
I would really love to see if Nick Diaz could just fall back. Oh, but he gets rocked. Oh, that's not what you want to do. That's the worst case scenario. And a crucifix.
Yeah, and that's immediately, talk about getting the takedown early on in this round as he did in the last one. Big left-right hook, spear takedown straight into side control. Nice work by Colton now back at the rubber guard, but immediately getting that top position once again, and a nice sweep to full mount here. Beautiful work. He's going to posture up. We'll see if Suspect Zero can hold on right here. Nice short left hand shots. Back now to half guard. I'm just going to pound away at the body here.
I don't know, if I'm in the half guard position, if I let go of top mount, I would try to find a way to get out of here, because I don't think I want to be in the bottom game full mount against an Usman. He has a chance to get out of this whole bottom game situation. Oh, there you go.
Back on the feet right here.
Now he needs to find the range.
Big spear takedown right there. Just showing again on the replay. No worries, I was just running back through the replay right there. Back to the feet right now here. I mean, these straights coming down the middle. This is good work by Colton, but Suspect's being a lot more patient with his striking. He's planting a lot and just throwing from the hip. Just letting him fire. Colton trying to push forward with that jab. He's trying to find Suspect, but Suspect's doing great defensively with his block right here. Eats that 2-3 right there, not too nicely. Slipping his head off and beautiful into the lead head kick. Nice work, just throwing his head off that center line. Really mixing up the timing right there. Caught Suspect flush with that straight left. Didn't land the hook, but boom, the head kick came up unexpectedly. Now pushing forward again, straight left doesn't land, but the hook behind it is catching him. He's landing him at the end of these 3-punch combinations. It's the 3rd and 4th strikes, but sits there and trades. Beautiful work. Yeah, Suspect crashing right in there. Had the big right hand ready to meet him. Colton's trying to find a home for that straight left again.
Yeah, I love what Colton did right there. He would stay patient even though he got the rock. He tried to stay patient, trying to not overextend, but he's getting hit with these knees right now, baby. All that body. Oh,
beautiful
that's it.
work. Not going to be enough to finish him, though. Right there, and we can see the combination that led to that near finish right there off that lead body kick. Beautiful work, just trading here. Nice lead uppercut, causing the rock, stepping forward right there after the crash. And bam, trying to step in the lead uppercut. Head kick came up here as well, and then the knees to the body from the clinch position. What got them to this spot. And now we find here Turtle Top on top again. Suspect Zero, great job pulling guard by Colton. Much safer than having Usman ride you there. We can deny your transitions and drain that stamina as well as hit that body.
I mean, for Colton, he's getting some nice transitions. Now, if I was him, I would try to get back up and try to find a way, or maybe stay in this for the rest of the round, because you might get some damage. Maybe go for a suplex in this clinch position, possibly.
Trying to get that rear naked choke almost. Nice deny by Suspect there. Wisely hitting the break though. Not trying to sit in there for any longer. Big right hand comes over the top, misses again with this lead body kick towards the end of the round. Suspect Zero doing a good job with that.
Fantastic round by Suspect Zero. Colton had some bright spots, but the body kicks by Usman, and then the fact that the clinch has been getting so many knees and like body shots, and the body of Colton, it's just been doing so much damage.
Yeah, Suspect Zero is doing a great job just mixing everything up here. That over-under snatch he's been getting just from the outside, working for that clinch position. He's done some big damage with knees to the body, followed it up nicely with that lead body kick as well, and he's getting some takedowns here as well. I mean, Colton's still pressing forward, trying to get some big damage off, but leans real far on that left hand. Nice job slipping right there to avoid any more damage and denying the clinch attempt right there with the takedown, but man, he walked straight into it in beautiful hip toss right there. Suspect Zero back on top in this side saddle position.
Yeah, you can see in that clinch position, you saw Colton want to get out of there as immediately as possible, but he wasn't able to do it. It was like a fly trap. Suspect Zero just took him down to the ground, and now we see the side control where he's just constant elbows to the face.
Yeah, passing straight back here to side saddle, return to side control. Probably wants to try and hit that crucifix, doesn't get it. Colton in a world of trouble right here. Low stamina. Here comes the guillotine. Colton not able to defend that initial attempt, so here we go. We see if we can lock this up right here. He's got 3 minutes left in the round. If he doesn't get it, gonna sit back onto it right now. Pushing three-way escape left and right. Man, big defense. Colton riding out now north-south. Not able to transition though. Oh man, gives up the position immediately.
Sheesh.
Suspect Zero taking control of that and stops the butterfly sweep. These elbows are going to come in. Double deny. This could be it right here, Kings.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to a crucifix position, but he's staying in the side control, it could be like easy over. I mean, another denial right there.
Great little
elbows to the
bumps,
face.
Man. Colton showing survivability on the ground. Couple of little rocks, rubble, then straight into the butterfly sweep back to that full guard position. Staying alive here, man. Doesn't want to give it up just yet.
Really a survivalist and a fighter, because he is surviving through like a body shot and like all these crazy takedowns. So far, Colton has my respect.
Yeah, knows how to stay alive. Nice little short shot. Regains posture. And then Suspect passes straight into half guard. Now he's pushing up again like he did in the first round. Big shots raining down. The head health super low right here. That body health taken down too. But gets the bump out of full guard one more time.
Great escapability by Colton right there. I mean, he was getting ramsacked with so many punches to the body, to the face. It becomes a 50-50 chance, and now the fact that he was able to get out of it, I mean, that shows that he knows what he can do into survival.
Oh, man. This
But again,
damage
these stack punches.
from Stack. Oh, nice hit bump. Oh, man. Could have hit the
oh,
armor.
man.
Could have hit the
Last
armor.
time.
Oh,
Last
30
time.
seconds left. 30 seconds left
my
for a
God, it's a
two-stage submission.
two-bar.
Right here. If he's going to stop it, it's going to make through. He gets through to the second
No
game.
way.
Yeah, this could be
No
huge
way.
right here
Oh
if he's
my
going to
God.
pop this armor. Oh, my God.
Oh, he yells at him.
Sits out. Beautiful work. I mean, what a great job catching the armbar right there from that Stack guard position. And they're going to go to the decision. Oh, my God. Almost a heart attack at the end of the fight.
Oh my God. If Colton was able to steal that, I would have been shocked. He was that close. He was like half a second away from getting that submission victory. Oh my goodness.
Here's a little replay of everything that set that up in that third and final round right here where they return to the mat. Trying to step in with that big left, beautiful pull counter into the straight. Left hook, right hook just misses, and we can see right there, he returns to the mat off that clinch. But boom, the winner, Suspect Zero, right there, gets the W. Outstriking him, getting the takedowns. 8 minutes of top control right there in that fight. And that's a great performance by Suspect Zero, and the first performance of Season 2 here at ESFL. Gotta say, I'm quite impressed.
I mean, it was a great showing by Suspect Zero. I mean, he was taking control of most of the fight, but huge respect to Colton. I mean, the fact that he still had a chance in those last moments of the third round to even get that submission attempt and get Suspect Zero to be a little bit careless. I mean, huge respect and a huge applause to both of these guys for putting up an amazing fight.
Yeah, 100%. Great fight right there. Drama right up till the end. Great performance by Suspect Zero, just staying on him with the pressure, planting, looking for the counter shots. Beautiful pull counter. You saw it there at the end. The story of the fight was Colton tried to get a little desperate, trying to crash forward with Diaz and land those punches, those combinations. Real reached out there, hit that pull counter straight, and some great work from the clinch as well by Suspect Zero. Got a couple of takedowns from there. I think all 3 takedowns were from the clinch, apart from that one spear takedown. So great work, taking the fight where he needed it to go by Suspect Zero. Now, moving on to the main card here at ESFL 60. We have 5 fights for you left this evening. No, 6 fights. No, 7 fights. Apparently, I can't do maths.
You want to make it 8?
Let's do it. I'm ready. Who wants to fight me? Okay. These guys are ready.
We can go all night.
Taking on, I am a Ket Sweat is the northern fella
I'm just
right
gonna call
here.
him Ket Sweat.
Ket Sweat, well, you know, it's an interesting name, I'll say the least right here. But here we go, northern fella and Ket Sweat at lightweight. Ooh, could be a grappler versus striker matchup right here if we see how this plays out. We already saw one Habib tonight. Didn't go too well for him, so we'll see.
Could break the trend for Khabib players. I mean, so far we didn't see much from Khabib in that first fight that we saw, but hopefully they saw that last fight that we've seen and like change up their game plans a little bit. Like, you know, I'm gonna do more takedowns and I'm trying to like do well in the stand-up game because you never know where this fight's gonna go. There's a bunch of unpredictability when it comes to ESFL.
Yeah, northern fella making his season 2 debut this evening. I am Ket Sweat, 0-1 so far this season, but is a very good player in his own right, so I'm sure he wants to get that O back, get a win on the board, as you always want to do in season 2 right here. But yeah, it should be a good matchup. Habib pick for Ket Sweat. I can't remember who he lost to, don't have access to information on my hand right now, but I know he is one of the better players in the world. That's why we're on the main card right here. So we'll see how it goes out. See if he gets that game plan working. Some patience is probably going to be needed right here. Don't need to rush. Look for your takedown opportunities and use the clinch. The clinch is a much safer way of getting them shots. But here we go. Northern fella picking up that Diaz pick at lightweight. We'll see how it plays out. The main card kicking off. Northern fella in the red, taking on Ket Sweat in the blue. Wow. Big hooks.
I really
misses.
want to see how they like judge the intangible skills, like what you're gonna do in a situation where you're trying to find your range.
Oh,
are you gonna attack high and low, mix it up a little bit? Ooh,
beautiful job. Nice little push into that double leg, and then boom, immediately stopping that full guard transition. I like it a lot. Northern fella whiffing wide on those 2 hooks, and then we saw a switch body kick by Ket, just miss out of the way too. But damn, shot the double leg when he had it. Great work. Wise move as well right here. Northern fella trying to regain guard and position right here now.
Yeah, and so far these postures up Sweat. He's getting some punches in, but submission attempt right here. Triangle choke.
Nothing doing though. They're not the too slippery, or the two. They should be dry, but it doesn't matter. Forget what I just said right there. Nice job defending. Nice and easy. Not even a one stage here. And now he's got into this crucifix position.
Next.
Gonna roll, and Northern Fella's stamina is on the way down. Ketzwet holding nice and tight. Gonna hit that
this is the nightmare.
Americana right here from that crucifix position.
Oh boy.
Multiple stages changing through right now. Going to hit the 2-3-way escape going top and bottom side. Got to mix it up, try and hit another direction. If you're going to go the same 3 every single stage, you're going to get easier and easier to stop. And we're seeing that right now as Ketzwet's finding that pattern. Northern Fella is out of stamina, and that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
Great work.
Mate.
Now that's how you play Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Right? Like, teach me your ways. Sweat, he just put on the clinic, especially when he got those 2 denials in that side control and that crucifix. You knew it was a done deal because that stamina was so low, and the fact just attacked him with elbows and just like attacked him with his forearm. But he went for the submission attempt, and you knew that stamina was so low that he was not going to get any like escapability from it. So perfect way to use Khabib right there.
Yeah, got that top position, held it nice. He did a little damage in crucifix, blocked a couple of transitions, worked him down, and then bam, finishing out with the Americana. Nice job. And the submission defense is pretty high on Diaz, but Northern Fella stepping in here 0-0, gets taken out in the first round via submission right there from that beautiful Americana. And Ketzwet, little push, shoot the double leg. That's all we need. We're going to get this done nice and easy in the first round, and showed it right there. Didn't take him long at all. Northern Fella landing 6 strikes in that whole fight. So good way to neutralize your opponent. And I'm impressed. That's how you start. That's a debut right there. We call that a debut. Oh, wait, no, that's not a debut. All right. You know what? There must be something wrong with me tonight. Maybe it's late. But Ketzwet getting a win here. So he's 1-1 this season right now. So you know he's going to be looking for more competition. So if you matched up against Ketzwet,
he definitely deserves it. I mean, the way you play that Khabib, it works out perfectly. You definitely deserve to fight some of the higher ups.
For sure, for sure. Right. Speaking of higher ups, we're about to see our top 15, our first top 15 matchup this evening in the Surat taking on Drizzo. Surat currently 2-1, ranked number 15th in the world in our PlayStation 4 rankings, and taking on Drizzo, who is a great competitor, fought some of the best, fought a lot this season already, but is 1-3 right now this season. So you know he's going to be looking to get some points on the board tonight, Kingsley.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, records can be deceiving when you see 1-3. He had to face high caliber fighters in Drizzo, so the fact that he's 1-3, I mean, he has fought a lot of tough guys. And then Surat, he's up and coming. He definitely has gotten some great victories, but now he has to go against Drizzo, who's looking to get back in the winning column. So it's gonna be really interesting, especially with a Rafael Dos Anjos pick being in the mix.
Yeah, and Surat obviously has a great name, which always helps as well, you know. The Surat 2-1 right now, Surat this season. So yeah, looking to get some more wins. Move 3-1. Going to try and creep up those rankings right here. Number 15 in the world, like we said right now. But Drizzo has fought some of the best so far. So man, see if he can bounce back. I'm sure he's been putting in the time, still showing up. Wants to get a 2 next to his name. And man, I've seen people go 1-3 last season and come back, finish 6-3. You know, streaks are real. It can happen. A beautiful pull counter to Surat to start us off this round. This is a beautiful stream right here.
1080p. My goodness.
Oh, beautiful jab into the lead hook and straight. Nice work using that box, and if Poirier doubling up on that lead hand's really going to pay dividends. And Surat just constantly trying to pull counter. If you double up that lead hand, you're going to stop that pull right there because you immediately follow up with the fast strike on the same side. But no, as I say that, beautiful pull counter into the double hooks to the body. Nice knee right down the middle, and they are fighting right in the pocket right here, these two.
Yeah, I mean, you call it a phone booth because they're right inside trying to make a house call, trying to get that knockout, just using hooks, uppercuts, anything in their arsenal. You go, I go. It's just a brawl right now.
Man, Drizzo is not fighting like someone who's already lost 3 fights this season, just right in the face of Surat. No patience, constant pressure, not giving him any room. Even cage cutting off to the right-hand side. Bam! Blocks the beautiful switch. Blocks the double, the double switch flag knee right there. And this is eyes open by Drizzo right now, looking for everything. Slips out of the way of the pull counter, just out of range to it. Grabs the knee to the body. This is beautiful work by Drizzo, looking great defensively as well, and doubling up that jab. Lead hook this time going for the big left hand. Beautiful work outside of those body hook returns as he's been hit earlier on in this round. So this is great work by Drizzo right now.
He's suffocating his opponent perfectly, and it looks like he's getting some combos out. But oh, wait a minute.
Beautiful job. Step right into that jab, rear uppercut, left hook that we see so much. And now he's got to be a little careful, man. He is pushing forward with this pressure, but he is firing a lot. It's going to cost him stamina-wise, especially if he keeps getting pull countered.
Oh, boy.
And Surat doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't need to leave himself vulnerable, doesn't need to push forward. All the strikes are coming to him. He can plant, he can throw with power and not cost himself some stamina. There's a big left overhand coming over the top, but there, applying return with a rear uppercut, lead hook. And again, it's all about the rear hook right now, Kings. Oh, big lead hand.
Oh, another rock with an uppercut.
Oh, straight down the middle too.
Oh, can that be it?
Damn, I meant to say uppercut,
not lead. Suffocating.
Yeah, man. And Drizzo's stamina taking a little hit, though, from all of these shots he's throwing. If Surat can stay composed, slip a little bit more, keep drawing out the attack, and look for his counter opportunities, he can still crack Drizzo coming in right here. But Surat's going to have to start moving his head a little bit more. That block's starting to go down. A constant pressure from Drizzo using Poirier here. You have that striking stamina to do that. I think Pride posted a fight the other day, if you're on his Twitter, 600 strikes thrown by a Poirier, but it doesn't seem to matter right here. The lead hand lands again. One more time. The block is so low. Right here could be a finish. Beautiful connection. Great work by Drizzo right there to end that fight when he needed to. And hey, man, Surat 1-3, moving up right now. Wait, no, sorry. Drizzo, sorry. Drizzo, I was right. I was right.
2-3.
There's something wrong with me tonight. I'm telling you, I gotta apologize. Drizzo was 1-3, now 2-3, taking out the Surat 2-1 so far this season. Beautiful work, staying in nice and close. Jab, lead hand straight, landing from early on, gets that final rock, and here we go. Lead uppercut, straight, lead hook. Beautiful work, 3-punch combination, catching him with that big left hand at the end to get the finish. So that's just great work right there.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell by Drizzo, if you're able to fight in a suffocating way where you're just like constantly at your opponent and you're able to get those combos, because he did a lot of work in that first round of just keep suffocating, and just getting these little shots in down below and getting those uppercuts. It worked out so perfectly for him. That's his type of fight style, just up close in your face and try to duck any kind of shots I can do to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people in the community are going to be happy to see Drizzo get that win. He has really fought some of the best people this season, showing his class tonight, moving up to 2-3, maybe trying to take that 15th spot from Surat. I mean, he's had 5 fights, but that's a lot of points. If he can get a little even, but I'm sure we'll keep giving him some good matchups here. But great pressure, great work with that lead hand, jab, lead hook, following up with the straight, going jab, big left hand as well, just to mix up the timing. And like you said, suffocating pressure, non-stop, pushing forward. The kind of fight Drizzo likes to fight. And unfortunately, Surat not able to get the timing off. Trying to land some big shots to the body, did well, ducking under, landing those big hooks, but just not enough. Drizzo starting to make the reads on that. Sitting a little bit on the outside, using the range of Poirier and stepping back into return. So, yeah, good pressure and good fight by Drizzo, man. Congratulations. 2-3.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
2-3. That's the way to be.
Oh, I like that. I like these little rhymes you're throwing in, Kings. Very good work.
I mean, you gotta do it sometimes. You know, you just gotta sprinkle in a couple of times, you know?
All right.
Gotta do it.
Here we go. Now another matchup at lightweight. Daddy Mara taking on Ray Han. And this is a great fight because both these guys undefeated right now. Daddy Mara 2-0, Ray Han 2-0 so far this season. So someone's O is going to go right here. And someone's going to move to 3-0 in Season 2 on the PS4 side of the ESFL.
I saw what you did there, Balin. A little rhyme right there to sprinkle in.
I'm
but
gonna throw it back.
These guys, throw it back. Yeah, volleyball. I'm super. When I first saw this on the fight card, I was super excited because Daddy Mara was like one of my fighters to watch. I've been calling some of his fights in the ESFL. He's been putting up some good showings. I remember he had a first round sub with Jacare Souza, and I was super gonna do in the main card. So the fact that he has his opportunity against Rayhan, who's also undefeated, I think this could be a fight of the night quality matchup right here.
Yeah, I think you could be right. I mean,
especially at lightweight too.
Yeah, lightweight as well. And no, neither of them are going to want to lose that out here tonight. And, you know, like neither of them are in the top 15 yet. You know, with a 3-0, they're definitely going to get a spot in that top 15. So they're also fighting for a position higher up the tables, higher up the ranking for higher caliber opponents. And on the way to a title, if they get a win here tonight, either of them, they could be moving up, fighting some people in the top 15 and start creeping their way towards a title shot. So you know both of them want to get that win. And did you see the picks? I was far too distracted.
I saw a Dustin Poirier. I think we're going to see it. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, which is very interesting. Just a high stat guys in the strike game right here.
Wow. I feel so retro to see a Conor McGregor we haven't seen him in ages. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot when everyone used
Season
to play
1.
Connor at one point. But we'll see, man. We'll see if the patience can be employed. Nothing but double fakes here. Double fake off the jab, then double fake, then fake the straight left into a sidekick. So Rayhan trying to fake out Daddy Mara, who just needs to be patient right here and try and land those counter shots. That long straight left as Rayhan steps in right here. Nice pivot off to the left-hand side, getting away from that jab. He knows it's coming. Even the fake, that's good. Beautiful front kick right down the middle. Yeah. And hits that big left hand to the body as well.
Look at what Daddy Mara's doing right now. He's trying to get his range, find some distance, be in the center of the octagon, but just keep on moving. Trying to find your openings right there and trying to find that range, because Conor McGregor is always going to be dangerous if he hits you with a straight or gets up close. So you need to find the range, especially with those combos like that.
Oh my God! Beautiful.
Daddy Mara put on the show.
Man, Rayhan stepped in, landed a jab, big left hand. Daddy Mara just ate it, whacked that lead hook in there from planted and caught him with a rock.
Again.
Beautiful work again, man. That lead hook of Dustin Poirier is so dangerous. It's so fast. It's powerful. And you've got to be careful for it, because even if you step in, land a beautiful 1-4, you can get tagged with a lead hook and get a rock right there. So, man, Rayhan got to think twice about entering right here and planting and trading with Poirier. Oh, lands a big left hand again, though.
So far, so good for Daddy Mara, but the one thing I need from him is to not get careless. You can't you can't trade with Conor McGregor. You need to find your range and fall back.
Yeah, Rayhan really getting loose right here. Rayhan letting it all go 3-4 punch combinations with Conor McGregor in the first round, man. That's going to cost you some stamina.
Oh, this is bad.
Big lead hook, but there's the pull on the lead uppercut. That's going to hurt the stamina. And then beautiful job chomping up that body right there. Daddy Mara's wise, man. You can tell both these guys are high level. Rayhan doing a great job just angling and setting up everything, framing everything for that big left hand. He knows that's his big shot, and he's trying to land it. He's doing really well. But this is great work as well right here from Daddy Mara, who's really just trying to piece him up, hit that body, stick, move. Think about every single shot he's throwing and every single shot Ray's throwing, and the best way to counter it.
Yeah, and you can see Daddy Mara. Here's a little trick that I seen like outside fighters do. They try to, like, when they're back into the cage, they try to go inside a little bit and try to turn their way. Instead of going all the way back to your back into the cage, because you might face a takedown, you go in a little bit closer, then pull back, and then you turn around. It's like a nice little non-pivot move that you can do to try to get yourself off the back of the cage.
Yeah, and Daddy Mara's using that pivot really nicely. He's going away to the right, away from that lead hand. He's avoiding that jab because Ray is throwing that big left, but he's never leading with it. He's always pulling with the jab, or he's trying to frame with that lead side kick. He's never leading with his left hand, so Daddy Mara's got no problem pivoting off to his right hand side here. He knows he's not going to take that as that's the first shot in the combination. Beautiful snap jab, inside leg kick right there as well. This is great timing from Daddy Mara. Beautiful slip right there off the jab through the uppercut. That was a fantastic little sequence at the end of the fight there. Wow, what a round.
Great. Amazing round. I mean, we still have another round coming up after this. Daddy Mara
2 rounds.
doing what he can find these 2 rounds. Yeah, right. I mean, copy 2. Sheesh. One thing I would like to see from Rayhan is just find the right combos, because you see all the clean buttons come from Daddy Mara. You need to find some clean buttons and execute perfectly if you want to get these strikes off.
Yeah, beautiful straight left into the lead uppercut. I mean, both fighters doing such a good job just trying to employ their own games right here. There was the planted straight left off of that beautiful slip. Again, he's slipping, man. Ray has to be careful. Oh, beautiful front kick right down the middle. Drops Rayhan, who's up against the cage, going to get the pressure poured on by Daddy Mara after that slip. And Ray's going to have to be really careful about his offense and how he's leading this dance right here. Because up until this point, he's been the one going forward, and Daddy Mara started to get the timing, making counters on Rayhan's forward pressure. Reversal. Now Ray needs to take the fight to Daddy, but that's exactly how he's been losing this fight so far.
See, one thing I would love to see from Rayhan is that when Daddy Mara goes for these slips, try to use a hook, because you know he's going to pivot or he's going to go down low. So you need to find that 50-50 game and do an uppercut just like right there. You need to find those 50-50s and connect with them, because he's always going to slip, Daddy Mara is.
Yeah, and he started off this fight, Ray did, by really, really faking that jab quite a lot. And that was setting up a lot of his shots and setting up that big left hand. He needs to go back to faking. Keep faking that jab out there. Pull out the head movement of Daddy Mara. Just keep faking that jab. And this is good body work right here. That's what you want. Stops that side control sweep. Kind of risky for Daddy Mara. Knows he had the grappling advantage. Maybe just wanted to chuck it out there anyway. regardless of it. Ray Hand needs to get a break right here in the clinch. Can't sit here for too long. Let Daddy Mara start to feel out this situation. Nice knee to the body. Good work. And no leg sweep from either fighter as they return to that single collar position. Nice return here in a double leg. Daddy Mara taking it down, and Ray needed to not get in there and just hang out in that clinch too long, and pays the price right there.
Exactly right, Balin. When he had that one knee in the clinch, I was like, okay, you did enough damage, get out of there and try to keep it standing up. But he stayed too much in the clinch, and he wasn't prepared to get taken down. So now he's in this bad situation in the side control. Yeah,
Dustin Poirier doesn't have a bad top game, you know. And good submissions as well. We do know it's a slight weakness of Conor McGregor. Maybe Daddy Mara feels like if he can get a little stamina revived, he might try and pop a submission out here as well. So we'll see. Nice deny on the posture up right here, though. But this is not where you want to be if you're Ray right here. I mean, he's already losing this round. Daddy Mara can ride this out. Needed to break and try and get some damage off after getting dropped in this round off that front kick. So now, 1 minute left. Ray got to do what he can, try and survive, try and maintain some stamina. Going to look to get back to his feet, but no. Deny right there by Daddy. He's just going to sit pretty, hold this closed full guard position.
You see him trying to escape a little bit. It just seems like he's not completing the full circle to get out of it, but it just seems like he can't take these, like, because you can't lose that stamina.
Oh, triangle choke. Not enough time to finish
left.
it, but he's going to do a little head damage maybe.
I guess. Really interesting. I mean, it's a way to not get hit anymore when you're on the bottom, so.
It's true, yeah.
It's a way. It's a solution.
Yeah, that was a great round right there from Daddy Mara. I mean, he's been really patient, and Ray was doing a good job with that forward pressure, but it looks like Daddy's just started to make a lot of these reads on this forward pressure. And bam, there's that front kick right down the middle, planted. No setup, just knew he was in range and knew it would land. He threw it right down there. So, I mean, Ray has to find a home for that big left hand, try and get the counter off, but he's got to be careful walking forward. He can't get slipped on again, and Daddy Mara's doing a great job with that head movement and countering with that straight left and that lead uppercut.
Last round, guys.
Yeah, if I'm Rayhan, this is the do or die situation. You need to get a finish. Well, if I'm Daddy Mara, don't get careless. Find your range and just keep doing what you're doing. Probably try to take it to the ground.
Oh man, he's trying to slip now as Ray preemptively. He knows that jab's getting countered, so he has to be real careful. And if I'm him, I'm faking the jab and just banging that big left hand, just trying to get something, or just trying to hit that rear uppercut in there as well. Jab lead hand works, but Daddy Mara's doing good, just shuffle stepping on those feet, circling off. Trying to line up that lead hook by circling to his right hand side. Nice jab, hits the body too.
He's mixing up his uppercuts. He either goes high in one combo or he goes low. Like, you can see him always using that uppercut, but you never know where it's going to land. Either it's going to go low or going to go high.
Yeah, and Ray's trading 1-for-1 right here. He can't do this. He doesn't have the head health to trade 1-for-1. He's got to find angles, got to find homes for strikes, got to make Daddy Mara miss and pay, but Mara's not throwing right now. He doesn't need to. He's 2 rounds up. He can just play this counter game all night long. So Ray's got to hit the body, make Daddy, give him a reason not to come forward, let Daddy open up, and then try and counter Daddy when he's swinging, trying to get some pressure. Because if Ray just keeps walking forward, charging, throwing punches, he's not going to win this fight.
Yeah, right now, if I need to block, I'm blocking high. I'll let the body health, like, deteriorate. I need to find a way to get Daddy Mara's block gauge low and try to do maybe a head kick, because you haven't thrown any of those, but he gets hit with an uppercut.
Yeah, one too many double jabs. One too many double jabs, slip straight left right there, and then lead uppercut came right back after it. You're right. So, again, that's what happens if you're just running forward, trying to pump this double jab. Again, he tries to hit that slip left. So this is the problem with Ray right here. If I'm Ray, I'm throwing some roundhouses to the body, man. Throw that straight left, get that roundhouse going. Maybe throw a head kick if he keeps rolling his head off to the side, but walking forward with your boxing is definitely not working right now.
You definitely need to set up something with the jab. Like, you can't throw a naked, like, head kick. You need to throw a jab and then have something come after it with it, especially with Daddy Mara just hitting some rocks right now.
Beautiful work. Another slip straight left. Ray still trying to double up on that jab right there, and then a lead uppercut to follow. Drops him right here with 1 minute 30 left in this third and final round. I don't know if Ray's going to survive because he's walking in again. Jab rear left hand lands a big elbow over the top. 3 hooks to the body. Oh, flying knee.
He tried it.
The front kick right down the middle.
This might end with a head kick. I have a sneaky feeling.
He's been looking for it. He's thrown it a couple of times. There's a big rear uppercut. Trying to get that snap teep right down the middle. Daddy's looking for the finish right here.
It's-
If I'm Ray, I'm banging
How
that
he's
rear
gonna get
uppercut. Rear uppercut, left hook, Ray. It's all we got right now. Oh, the flying knee comes out.
Hold the phone!
Double
Wait
jab,
a
double
minute!
jab. He's trying to break that Brock. Beautiful pull counter right there.
Oh,
And
the
there's the
Silas
big
up.
lead hand. Again, again.
the
Oh,
body.
beautiful work to finish the fight. No.
Oh, it hurts so bad. Sheesh.
Great work by Daddy there, man. Great job corralling the pressure of Ray coming forward as a Conor McGregor fighter. It's hard to play Conor like that. He does look forward to walk with pressure, but it's a counter finding that makes Conor McGregor such a good fighter with the head movement and the big power that you can slip from planted positions. If you're walking forward trying to throw volume, you're always going to end up being at a stamina disadvantage. And you did a good job with this flying knee. But yeah, beautiful pull counter by Daddy. Story of the fight, really. Corralling the aggression of Ray, pull countering as he's stepping forward and slipping off to the inside, firing that straight left and return with the lead hook and lead uppercut. And right there, perfect example at the end. Body work adding up as well as the head health. So great work right there by Daddy Mara. Really impressive stuff. And moving to 3-0 and the first person to defeat whoever else, because I've forgotten their name this season. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, it's been
Ray.
a long minute. I know the season's about to end.
There we go. Good fight. Great fight.
Fight. Just speak a little bit more on that fight. Two moves that I've seen Daimaro do, I think is going to be a huge key in his success. Just those like jab uppercuts to the body and jab uppercuts to like the top. Every time he alternate that, it's like so tough to like read what he's going to do next. And also he can combo that to another move as well. So that's really interesting if he does that more in his next couple of fights. I feel like if I'm his opponent, I will look at that tape and try to figure out a way to like counter that a little bit, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, really, Daddy Mara's game plan worked perfectly against someone like Ray, because Ray was just stepping forward the whole fight, coming towards him, and Daddy just had to sit back and slip and look for his counter opportunities, and that's exactly how you want to fight a Conor McGregor. Make him miss, make him pay, get him tied, and just work him down, hit the body, and that was good work. I mean, if you're talking about ways to counter Daddy Mara, which we probably shouldn't do because he just had a great performance, maybe a little couple of body kicks, shoot them body kicks in there. You don't have to get as close in range for those counter boxing or those slip straights. You're just outside the range of his boxing. You can bang a couple of kicks to the body or the leg. When the hands come down to defect them, then you can start firing up top with your head kicks. Maybe catch him slipping into one of the head kicks as well. But there was no real change up from Ray there, just all boxing, and it was very easy for Daddy to just slip, read, pull, and counter with his own shots. All right.
I mean, crazy fight.
Crazy fight.
Speaking of the next fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy fights.
Great transition, because this is a crazy fight right now with this next fight right here. Great matchup. Epic Trolls taking on EK Darth, man. What a fight this is.
He blesses us with a Dana White ×2. I mean, he did it last fight, and I don't think he won that fight. So if he goes with this again, God, he's doing it. Dana White alert! It's happening!
Man, I mean, Epic Trolls is an absolutely fantastic competitor at EA Sports UFC 3, but EK Darth is something else, man. One of the best, and has been one of the best members of the EK team for a long time. Always shows up, and he is taking John Jones. No prisoners right here, man.
Oh, no.
If Darth hits this takedown, this could very well be over right here.
Time. There's still, you can still get out of here free. Just switch to another person. Okay, we don't need Dana White, please.
We'll see, man.
God.
I mean, Dana White has some very crisp boxing, very short, quick hands, so you can get on the inside, man. If Darth misses with any kind of kicks or even just straight punches, the recovery, the return position from John Jones is going to be a little bit longer than most fighters, so you can get on the inside with Dana White and make him pay.
A little bit.
Well, the long hand goes out. It takes longer to return to the body, so it you know, it is true. It does make sense. You can get underneath those punches, but the grappling advantage is just going to be so extreme. I mean, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, just like a little tidbit, look at the reach. Dana White has a 73-inch reach, and John Jones has an 84-inch reach, so... be Dana White, he has to fight in the phone booth the whole time if you want to get some like really good shots. So
yeah, for sure.
If he does, oh my God, it's confirmed.
Well, I mean, Epic Trolls definitely doesn't want this to go anywhere near the ground, but we'll see how it plays out. You know that EK Darth is probably going to look for that clinch, So my advice, stay on the outside, hit that 2 all night right down the middle, and stay away from any kind of clinch position. But this is going to be the 9th fight of this evening, moving up the main card right now. ESFL, the Esports Fight League 60. Epic Trolls taking on EK Darth. EK Darth currently ranked number 13th in the world, 2-0 so far this season. And you know, Epic Trolls are going to be stepping in here trying to get some damage, get some wins off against one of the best fighters that we have on the roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the
When you look at Mr. Darth, I mean, he's done it all, been through it all. He is a vet of the ESFL. He can do it all. And Epic Trolls, to his credit, he's known for some crazy stuff. So this is going to be a very entertaining fight between these guys. I can't wait to see what happens. You know, I might be a little bit biased here, but I really want to see the first ever Dana White victory in the ESFL. I just want it in my veins. Please.
I think Dana White's won before for sure with the pressure, with the boxing. I mean, statistically, he's very good in one area. His boxing, if you're going to stand and box against Dana White, you're going to have, you know, the Dana White player's going to have a very good chance as well of winning that fight. But EK Darth does anything but box. He boxes, but he mixes everything in nicely as well. He does that in every one of his fights. But we'll see how this fight plays out. Epic Trolls in the red, taking on EK Darth in the blue. Already you can see that reach. Ooh, but gets on the inside. Nice deny on the double unders. Man, Epic Trolls coming in. 1 rear uppercut, left hook all night. That's what he's going to look for. And the jab lead hand. Bam! Straight right down the middle.
What?
Catching EK Darth there. Beautifully overhand right over the top. Great job right here. And Darth sitting right in the pocket right there in that boxing range of Epic Trolls. And it's very hard to create distance. Darth needs to go to his knees, needs to go to his elbows. Anything to stop this forward pressure right now. You've got to find a way to stop Epic Trolls coming forward. Spinning elbows, any kind of attack you can. Nice jab into the double unders.
I totally forgot Epic Trolls' last fight. I remember it so well because I remember it was overhand city. So
oh yeah,
Epic Trolls is gonna go for those overhands every single time, and he's working so well. I mean, that's crazy how you start off a fight with 2 overhands, succeeding and getting a knockdown. That's huge.
Well, Epic Trolls doing exactly what he needs to do in this fight right now. Keep the pressure close and sat planted that straight right down the middle as Mr. Darth was coming forward. So beautiful work getting that initial rock and that initial damage, and then just came forward with the pressure because Mr. Darth could not find a way to stop that forward pressure. Got to create some space because when you're John Jones, you can't fight that close to people. It's not your range.
Suplex?
Beautiful, wonderful German suplex over the top into side control, and this is dangerous, man. If the crucifix position gets taken, this could be all she wrote right here. Great job recovering half guard. Some shorts by Epic Trolls. Mr. Darth gonna fake pump. That transition to mount, 2 short shots to the body and hits back into that side control spot.
I mean, this is troubling. You got 2 minutes left in the first round. I mean, so far you're winning the round, but you can't afford to take any big damage.
Good job controlling the posture by Epic Trolls, who's still landing his shots right here. Nice get up after the 3 strikes. Now Darth got to create some space. You see how slow that jab is from John. The hand has to come all the way out. But Epic Troll's getting a little too hasty right here. Just winging that jab uppercut, lead hand on the outside. And now with a little bit more space, Darth can land right here. Epic Troll has to get back on the inside. He can't give him this distance to be on the end of these shots of Darth right here. Nice block and working his way on the inside. Tries to throw the lead overhand, but doesn't land it. 2-3 lands nicely in the straight to the body. Now coming back up through the middle with that uppercut. And again, this is Darth just covering up. He's giving Trolls the reason to cover this space and distance right here. He needs to stop him before he even gets to this position. Once he's inside, he's going to have to cover up and defend because he can't land shots in return.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a huge mistake by Dana White, Epic Trolls. But it seems like his overhand is like a little jab. He uses the overhand to set everything up.
Beautiful.
But you can't get hit with those hooks right there.
Yeah, constant forward pressure. Got a bit predictable, but bam, Mr. Darth rocking. And then return rock right there as well. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. But beautiful job. And Darth is reading that forward pressure. Planning, waiting. 1 rear uppercut. Lead hook right there, getting the rock. But again, yeah, beautiful job. Returning the rock straight back at him in the closing seconds of that round.
I think EK Darth, I think Darth just needs to be more aggressive. He can't have his back to the cage. If you stay in the center octagon, it's least likely that Epic Trolls is going to get those overhands. Because when you're in this situation, you can't back up anymore. You're either have to move left or right, and those overhands could attack you anywhere. So He just needs to be more in the center octagon, not be here.
Well, it's really hard when Epic Trolls is just running you down, but he is taking it all on his block right now. Trolls is going to lose some stamina. Darth again trying to sit for that combination that got him the rock last time, that jabber uppercut lead hook. But I'd love to see some elbows from Darth, man. He's in perfect range for these elbows. These jabs and straights are going to be so slow coming off. You've got a right elbow right over the top there. If you can catch a Troll coming in, it's going to do some big damage. With turning side kicks, bam, big rock with that lead hook. Yeah.
Oh, I thought John Jones was rocked, but it was in a way.
Straight right. Big lead uppercut right hand, wisely shooting that over-under, pummeling straight on through. So that's good work by Darth, man. All this forward pressure from Trolls, it's real good, but he's walking onto the shots, and they can do big damage to Darth. Just planting the feet, straight right down the middle, and lead hook for the first rock, straight right, lead uppercut for the second, and body-to-body suplex into side control, and you know he's going to be looking for that crucifix.
Yeah, I'm worried about Epic Trolls' stamina, because he used a lot of it during that first round, and the fact that he was missing a little bit, even though he's got some overhands, he needs to find a way. Wait, is he going to get this reversal? No. But EK Darth, he's getting some elbows in.
There's that side saddle position as well. Just as deadly with someone like Darth on top. A great bump. All that stamina just disappearing from EK Darth after Epic Trolls getting that beautifully timed bump. Back to side control. But there's a deny right there. And these elbows are going to start adding up. Tries to rock and roll here. Sprawl denied. And this is dangerous right now. He's got 2 minutes of stuck in this side control position. Head health already flashing. It's only going to take 2-3 more from Mr. Darth right here. And there's going to sit for the Kimura on the far side. Trying to set it up, two-way escape, pushing. Epic Trolls gets it, but his stamina is still so low. These elbows are going to keep coming out. This is real dangerous, Kings.
Yeah, I mean, there's a minute 30 left, and you have no stamina, and your head health is blinking right now. This is worst-case scenario if you're Epic Trolls right now.
Man, just brutalizing the body because he knows he's got to defend the top. Man, this is big damage right here. Epic Trolls doing a great job on the feet, but Darth taking over in the second round with some great rocks, and now on top landing ground and pound and a minute left in the second round.
He was able to get out of that half guard situation. It seemed like it was going to be over. Everything was blinking.
He's up. Spinning elbow for the finish. Trolls trying to duck under that jab that's not there. 4-punch combination from Darth, just trying to get the finish. The block so low. Pull counter just mistimed it right there. Still pushing forward as Epic Trolls. There's the overhand.
Oh, he tried it.
1-2 right down the middle. Big lead body kick as well. Follows up with a straight. 1-2 pressure. Ducks under right here. Man, closing out for that round. What a round.
We're like absolutely insane. Round 1 was insane for like the back and forth. Round 2 was insane for the survivability of Epic Trolls, just being able to use those overhands but still getting knocked down so much. And look at that stamina disadvantage that he has. My goodness.
Yeah, all these rocks starting to play into a factor. Did get the pull counter off right here, and Trolls still coming forward. Trying to trade jab lead hooks right there. Went for the straight lead hand of Darth to speed him to it, and back into the over under here. No, double under, excuse me. Deny on the belly to belly suplex, and these open palm strikes from Trolls still coming out. Tries to swim, doesn't get it. Oh, beautiful job. Now takes the back. He's already landed one beautifully. Bam! Beautiful German suplex. Back on top. Man, the head health from Trolls. He gets it somehow. Back to the feet. He has to be careful here. He can't trade in any capacity. That lead side kick to the head coming off the block. One strike at a time for Trolls, so this could all be it. Darth following up. Beautiful work. Wow. Great job. Great performance.
Clean. Precise.
Epic Trolls coming forward hard in that first round as he knew he could, trying to swarm him with the pressure, but EK Darth bridling out the storm, finding the timing for his strikes. Not afraid to sit down when he needed to on those punches. Landing that straight right eventually, and then just intercepting with a jab straight and other strikes towards the end. Here's the finish right here. Steps in with a 4-punch combination. There's no block left in Epic Trolls. 1-2, rear uppercut, lead hook straight. 1 big right hand to get the finish right here. Out cold and clean. Great work by EK Darth. And that puts him up to 3-0 right now. And you know he's going to be moving up them rankings, looking for a bigger opponent.
He had to go through a crazy, insane fight because Epic Trolls and Dana White, it's so unpredictable unless you're facing those overhands. And EK Darth seemed to be a little bit more comfortable once the fight kept going. It seemed like he was able to read it a little bit more, find his way to get those combos out. So it was a really good show. I can't wait to see if he's going to be up there in the maybe co-main event possibly. I mean, there's tons of possibilities for this guy right here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you play John Jones, that's how you play John Jones, right? And then if you can't stop that, you can't stop that. I mean, Epic Trolls had the good game plan, getting on the inside, not letting EK Darth get off. And you saw when you close that distance on a John Jones player, it's hard for you to land those strikes. Your 1 and 2 is just not going to beat your opponent's 1-2 to the punch. So if you can get toe-to-toe with John Jones, you can cause a lot of problems for him. I'd like to see Darth maybe throw some knees, some elbows when it's that close so he can create space for himself, because he struggled a little bit in that distance. But wisely, I was able to grab that over-under early on in the first round after getting rocked. And from there, just work his game plan, break him down, do a little damage on the ground, which led to the stamina being lower in the second round. He was able to beat Epic Trolls to the punch at range and then start to land his own striking game as well. So great fight. All right.
Absolutely. But
Boom.
we're getting closer and closer towards the end right here.
Yes, that's right. We have the top of the main card right now before the number 1 contenders fight that we have before the title fight. So this is the 10th fight of this evening, and it's going to be our former champion, currently on a 2 fight losing slide right now. Ed of Adax taking on the Dominator at welterweight.
Change. Dominator has been replaced with Dave's Had Enough. So it's not the matchup that we wanted, but Avita X, the monster amongst fighters, is going against another challenger, hoping to get back in the winning column, because this 2-fight slide, I mean, he's been going away from his game, so hopefully this could be a warm-up fight where he could find his way back. But he's going to Mike Perry pick. Interesting.
Adavadax, known for picking up fighters that we don't see very often, really made a name for himself with that Chris Weidman pick that he kept going to at middleweight. We haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe got a little sick of picking up Chris Weidman, but tonight, yeah, something completely different. Mike Perry, we've seen Mike Perry have some success. His overhand right is very, very fast. You can just drop it on your opponent, much more of a haymaker than an overhand right. And Adavadex currently ranked number 7th in the world, despite being 2-2. Former champion right here, so you know he needs a win. He needs a win badly, and this could be exactly what he needs here tonight. You know, an opponent who's not necessarily ready for a fight this evening, didn't know it was happening, showing up. Tyron Woodley's a tough ask, man. If he gets on the bottom, it's going to be kind of bad. Adavadex a grappler though, so you've got to imagine he feels he can hang right there, but we're going to see, man. I don't know anything about Dave's Had Enough. Do you, Kings?
Well, I've seen him fight a little bit on the undercard situation. He's not really been to the main card as much, so it's really a tall task for him to go against someone like a Vita X, a former ESFL champion. So this is going to be a very huge upset if Dave's Had Enough gets his victory right here.
Yeah, we'll see how Adavadex looks tonight. I mean, if you've never seen Adavadex fight, very, very good at the pull counter. Great elbows on the inside. Very good at landing the takedowns when he needs to land them as well. So we'll see if he tries to get a little top game implemented tonight. I don't know if he will with the Mike Perry pick. Looks like he's here to stand and bang. And that was a little criticism we had these last 2 fights. His 2 losses, he maybe decided to stand and trade when he shouldn't have. He didn't look for the takedown, but we'll see how he plays tonight. And these double jabs from Dave's just firing out from Woodley. He's got to be careful, man. We've seen a lot of this tonight. Just because you're throwing more strikes than your opponent and being more aggressive does not mean you're causing more damage. One well-timed straight can do so much more damage than 5, 6, 7 1-2s that you land because you waited for the perfect opportunity. So Dave walking forward, flying out this double jab, going to have to look to set something else up. He might be using it as a little call to ball out on 1-2 into that rear spinning back fist. Great job.
See, I think Dave's has he has one edge to him. He has unpredictability. He will go for these crazy strikes.
Oh, bad.
Those combos are deadly.
Beautiful. Straight lead hook and a spear takedown. That is Adavadex 101 right there. Looks to get that takedown, gets that top position, and here we go in side control.
I mean, this is what we want to see from Avadax every single time that he goes in the title fight. Him going to the ground and doing his work. This is what he's best at. I mean, his striking's good, but what he made his name off of was his ground game and his clinch game. So the fact that he's in this situation is just bread and butter for him.
Yeah, now in this side saddle position, still maintaining this top position. Great job denying from side control, rolling back to the side turtle top for Dave's right here. He's going to have to do well to block. And then why is he hit back the side control? Don't want to get that full guard. Transition denied right here by Adavadex. He will make you pay. And again into the side saddle. He's taking Mike Perry. Mike Perry doesn't even have crucifix. He doesn't even want it. He's just taking this side saddle. I know Perry's got great ground and pound. And we're going to see that right now. Half health. Stamina, excuse me, for Dave's right here. And those little short shots costing him even more. If I'm Dave, I'm trying to block and get out right now. Don't want to worry about it. Rolling Tree's back again for the second time. But if he goes back into side control, he's going to be in the same spot. And again, try to hit the full guard. And this time gets denied, which is what he wanted to not do right here, Kings. And tries to do it again. Double deny for Adavadex. And this is bad right here.
Yeah, and that block gauge is super low. You saw that one strike already made that block gauge blink a lot. So, he's doing all these strikes from this position. Those 3 strikes will take down so much of your stamina right there.
I mean, a minute left in this round. Dave's just trying to roll from side tail top to side control, man. Just keep out of that side control position. There's been no real attempt to get up. He's not tried to recover half guard yet. Tried to right there. Denied twice by Adavadex. And this is what we're talking about. Making his name with this ground game. And Adavadex looking so dominant on top right here. He's been in side control, side saddle, and side turtle top, and that is it. Dave's cannot find a way out in any way he goes right here, and that block is so low. It's not even a case of head damage. He's going to have no blocks to defend these strikes.
Oh, see, he's a monster. It's just pure suffocation.
Wow.
Wow.
What a great first round by Adavadex. I mean, coming off a 2-fight losing skid. Beautiful work. He faked that jab right there. Gets hit with the overhand. Not the best thing to do. And we'll see it right here. Straight right, left hook off that leg kick. You plant and stop. Palm, palm. Oh, no, we didn't see it. Well, it doesn't matter. Great spear takedown off the rock. That's Adavadex 101. But can he get a rock? Can he get another takedown? Can Dave throw an uppercut in there, trying to time something? Sprinting at him with a straight right, left hook. Sorry.
To get quickly. I mean, he knows he has the advantage when it goes to the ground game. So the fact that he's open freely with his striking, like right there.
Big right
execution.
hand,
Just you get the rock, and you're back in the situation.
Big right
now you
hand.
have 43 to deal with this.
Spear takedown one more time for Adavadex, and Dave's block is so low right now. Not much he can do. This fight's going to be over purely because Dave can't defend these strikes. He's going to have to keep transitioning. It's the only way he's going to survive. And all of this deny work from Adavadex has just been beautiful tonight. So many denies. Dave's not been able to find a way back to his feet from the takedown last round, and doesn't look like he's going to get back up this round.
I mean, especially with the Taiwan Willie pick, Dave's had enough, had a tall order to do with a feet axe, and just these
there we go.
Punches are just working to his benefit.
Beautiful work by Adavadex, back in form. Man, we wanted to see if we were going to see it, and wasn't sure if he'd go with the ground game, the top control, but beautiful work right there. Getting those rocks, getting those spear takedowns. And, you know, that's kind of been the problem in these last couple of fights. Maybe that has been the game plan all along, but he's not been able to get these rocks. He's not been able to get the rocks to get the easy takedowns, and so he's just never even shot this fight. Every time he got the rock, spear takedown, and just no block left on the ground right here for Dave's. Unable to defend himself. Tried so hard to get up. Adavadex just folk-style wrestling from these dominant positions. Never tried to took mount. Just hold him on top. Easy peasy. Where he can control him, and just an accumulation of damage to the block and the head health.
I mean, Adavadex, he is who we thought he is. He is a monster. He is suffocation personified in the ground game. But huge respect to Dave's Had Enough. I mean, he's a replacement fighter. He was fighting above his fight class, and you know what? Huge respect to get in that octagon and fight one of the best in the world in UFC 3. So I gotta give my props to him, because that could have been a tough order to deal with.
For sure.
Huge respect.
100%. Yeah, anyone that falls on short notice, we've always got to thank him. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have a fight, would we? And yeah, that gives Adavadex a time to get back on the board. A nice win. And we'll see him next week. 3-2, still number 7 in the world. Let's see. I think we need some links for these last 2 fights, the co-main and the main event of the evening. Last 2 fights tonight for ESFL 60. Right. It's been a stellar card so far. Just having a look back at the card, who we've had fighting this evening. Pro Lightning getting his first win in the ESFL after much trial and error. Funds faded. Roadrunner, great fight that was. Suspect Zero showcasing that top game as Usman tonight taking on Colton. Great work. Ket Sweat taking out the Northerner tonight as well. Great work. Drizzo taking out Surat. Gumming bouncing back off that 1-3 record so far this season. EK Darth with the domination. John Jones, the solid pick right there. But good work by Epic Trolls with the Dana White upset almost coming in there in the first round. And Adavadax just dominating Dave's there. Dominating Dave's because the Dominator couldn't fight this evening. So great work by Adavadax. And here we go. 2 fights left on the ESFL 60 tonight. Brian T Triangle City taking on Top Man Stan. That is a number 1 contender fight. Brian Triangle City currently, I believe, number 10 in the world, unless his rankings haven't been updated, but I think they have. And Top Man Stan, number 8 in the world right here. And both fighters doing so well this season, ready to fight the winner for the title. Papadoc versus EdParker in the main event.
Oh man,
don't pretend you are not hyped for that fight. So it's going to be good. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, all these fights have been incredible, but the co-main event, BTC going against Egon Gonzalez, I mean, that's going to be a crazy fight because you never know what we're going to see in the featherweight division. And then the main event, Papadoc putting his new championship on the line against EdParker, which is going to be a huge 5-round classic. It's nothing more than you can ask for. ESFL 60, this is where you want to be right now.
I think we're being told the word in the chat is apparently that Top Man Stan is not here today. I don't know. I'm not getting any word from the guys in the back right now about anything going on.
Top Man Stan is not fighting tonight. It's Brian Triangle City versus E Gonzalez.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, E's good as well. That's a great matchup. But we'll see if we can get it going. Boys in the back going to have to hook us up with the link. Don't want to have to take that intermission, but we can do real quickly.
We are just, the guys in the back are trying to get the link.
Get wrangling on right here. We've been some great fights tonight so far. Here we'll hit the intermission for you guys. We'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll put some highlights on for you for all the fights so far this evening, and we'll have this fight for you. We'll come back when it's ready to go. So give us 1 minute. go with our co-main event of the evening right here. Brian, Triangle City, picking up Brian, Triangle City most likely, taking on Egon Silas, short notice replacement, filling in right here for top man Stan in the co-main of the event of the evening. I don't know if this is going to be a number one contender fight anymore, man. It might just be for Brian right now, who's doing really well this season. I believe he's 3-1, making his way up those rankings, but we'll see, man. Egon Silas, no slouch, ready to go. Egon Silas, 4-1 so far this season, so, man, this is definitely still most likely for the number one spot. But Kingsley, what do you make of this matchup?
What? Well, we've seen Brian Triangle City go on a tear. He's 2-1. He has been doing fantastic in season 2. But Ian Gonzalez, he has been putting on a show. I mean, 4-1 speaks for itself, and especially since they're going to the featherweight division, both of these guys are going to put on a show. So I expect a lot of ground fights, maybe a little striking, a little high head kicks. There's a lot of things that can happen in this fight.
Yeah, for sure there is. And I mean, like, Brian Triangle City, you think 2-1. Oh, not the best record. Why is he, in the number one contender spot? It's the level of competition he's been fighting. He's been taking out some of the number one guys here this season, just putting on absolute phenomenal performances against the best guys. And Egon Gonzalez right here, 4-1 this season. He's had 5 fights, won 4 of them. Not many fighters on the roster that have done that, but they're both here. They're ready to go. Co-main event of the evening, ESFL 60 tonight. Number 10 taking on number 6 right here for the championship, number one contendership, I should say. Beautiful jab to the body right there, but look at him hitting these straights to the body. Beautiful work. Gotta watch that uppercut though. You know that Ortega's got a big uppercut, and he's making those reads right here.
Now, one of the main things, we saw 2 takedowns already by BTC. He needs to watch out for those. He can't get denied because Max Holloway has a perk of negative reinforcement level 2. So every time he gets denied, his stamina goes down and down even faster than what he would do in a regular fight. So he needs to watch out.
Yeah, and BTC standing right in the pocket right here. Gonzalez just popping him off with the jabs, the straights. There's a big lead uppercut coming off and a 4-punch combination firing behind it. Bouncing off the block of BTC right here. But, man, Egon Gonzalez just content to just let them fly while Brian just stands right in the pocket right here.
Jeez, and you can see he's mixing up a little bit. He's attacking the body. He's starting with the body, and then he's moving his way up with the uppercuts and hooks, and it's just doing devastating effects on BTC.
If I'm BTC, I'm just winging those uppercuts all day. Lead uppercut, rear uppercut.
Oh, wait a minute.
Got to stop your opponent from going there. Beautiful job, denying the break straight away. Going to hit the guillotine, and this is dangerous. This is a 2-stage submission immediately from the clinch right here. Egon Gonzalez going to have to be careful. That's why he's standing so close. He wants to snatch it up, and this is totally it. That's it. It's over already. Nothing doing. Beautiful work, and the quit's already come out right there. My goodness. As quick as that. Oh, that's the wrong replay. I guess I had one selected. Damn, must have been from last week. Where the hell is that replay coming from? Uh-oh.
I don't know, but blinking, you miss it, because my goodness, it seemed was all E. Gonzalez's fight, and then for some reason that submission attempt comes out of nowhere, and it was just a 2-gator, and that ended everything.
I mean,
huge. I can't even believe it.
Okay, just getting replays that are just not the wrong replays. Yeah, 100%. BTC dangerous all the time, man. He's subbed so many people and so many people this season as well. You gotta know that that is coming if you're fighting him. And man, just Gonzalez content to just wing shots to the body, hoping it was enough just to take down the stamina. But BTC just constantly trying to close that clinch. One clinch you got, and Gonzalez went straight for that break from that full Muay position. Obviously, that's got to be the go-to thing that most people expect from there, especially BTC. Knew it was coming, deny, and bam, straight into that 2-gate guillotine. And that's all he needed right there. All he needed, one chance, half stamina, 2-stage submission, and he gets it.
Yeah, I mean, BTC, I mean, he's knocking on the door. I mean, that probably wasn't a number one contendership fight, but he's definitely knocking on the door saying, hey, guys, let me in, because I probably deserve a chance. Because he's 3-1 now. I mean, Papadoc, you might have some competition. That was really good of BTC.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, if you're going to take that to the title fight, you're going to know what the game plan is going in against BTC. You know, he's going to try and grab that clinch if it's a featherweight and try and lock on a 2-stage submission. So, yeah, you know, although he got the finish, if he can do that to the champion, then I'll be more impressed, because up until that point, he was just getting picked apart. And not that he was looking for anything other than that clinch. And when he got it, he ended that fight decisively. But if your opponent knows it's coming, you wonder how it's going to play out. But nonetheless, great performance by BTC. Props to Egon Silas showing up on short notice, and that's another win in the win column. You know he's moving up those rankings, taking that number 6 spot off Egon Silas, and you gotta believe he's probably fighting for a belt next week.
Oh, probably. I mean, there's a lot of things that can change with these 2 fights. There's so many changes, and Boxer is going to do his best to pull on the best fight card. So anything is possible when we get back on the PS4 side for ESFL 62.
For sure. And before that can occur, before he could challenge for the title, we're going to find out who the champion will be, and that is about to be decided right now as we move on over to the main event of the evening for ESFL 60. What a night of fights it has been with some of the best fighters on the PS4 competing, and right here we go. We got the main event of the evening, EdParker taking on Papadoc. Come on, Kingsley, tell me you ain't excited for this one.
So excited. I mean, I've been looking back on the previous ESFL fight cards, and every time we had a PS4 title fight, the belt has changed hands. So if this happens, this will be the 3rd belt change in the last 3 fight cards. So anything is possible. Papadoc is the champion, and he's going against someone who fought for the #1 contendership in EdParker. EdParker is a skillful striker in any division you put him in. So especially against Zachary Sosa, there's so many variables when it goes to a fight like this. And you see a Nick Diaz versus Zachary Sosa, a lot of things could happen. Could go to the ground, could be stand up, could be anything we could possibly see in this 5-round classic.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good fight. I mean, hands down, this is going to be a great fight. Great striking matchup. You would assume both guys 3-1 so far this season. And, you know, EdParker's going to want that belt back as well. So, you know he's going to have his whole community watching it right now as well. Extra added pressure.
Yeah.
Looking at them lining up here, 12-6 right here. And, man, Jacare just such a good competitor in this middleweight division. I mean, even if you can pick him apart slowly and wear him down, he still has that power to change that fight in an instance with that jab rear uppercut, or just one rear uppercut, left hook, or a straight left lead uppercut. There's so many big punches coming out from Jacare that can just swing momentum back either way. And you got to be careful. But EdParker, man, he's going to be coming at you with jabs, straights to the body, slips, great pull counters into straights and lead uppercuts. So EdParker, man, really deadly with the boxing, dangerous on the feet at all times, and good on the ground as well. But man, we'll see. Papadoc just phenomenal on the ground and wherever this fight goes. So how do you see this one playing out, Kings?
I think the main thing we're gonna look out for is positioning. Who's gonna be the one that has his back to the cage? Because I think that's gonna be a big scenario. Who's gonna go for the driving takedown, get their back to the cage, and how are you gonna try to avoid some of the upcoming strikes? Because we know there's gonna be combos for days by both of these gentlemen. So you're gonna see uppercuts, you're gonna be seeing hooks. It's just all about positioning. Are you gonna be in the center of the octagon, be in the phone booth, or are you going to be your back to the cage trying to play a defensive turtle and try to figure out a way to get a takedown? So there's so many things that could happen in this fight, and we're going to find out in the first minute.
Yeah, I think Ed just needs to be careful not to walk his shots into the power of Papadoc. He doesn't want to be pushing forward too much, doesn't want to be constantly crashing forward with the double jab or the jab lead hook. He likes to move forward off of that, and if he gets caught with an uppercut or a straight at a bad timing as he's pushing forward, it's going to do even more damage. And it only takes 2 shots from Jacare to rock you if you get caught throwing. So you got to be careful. Don't constantly be moving forward. Try and slip, try and rip, and work your counter shots as well as your pressure game. Because if you're going to constantly crash forward, it's going to get pretty easy to read, and Papadoc's going to make those timings. And Papadoc, man, don't be surprised if he looks for a takedown this fight. Don't be surprised if he tries to take this to the mat. He is fantastic on the ground, and you know, EdParker is super dangerous on the feet. Can definitely beat anyone in the world standing up.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I really want to check out is if EdParker's going to preemptive slip. Because if he tries to slip down and gets hit with an uppercut, that could change the whole fight. So it's going to be really interesting if he tries to preemptive slip some of these strikes from Zachary Sosa. Yeah,
we've seen it before, but here we go. Main event of the evening. ESFL, the Esports Fight League 60 tonight. Historic numbers 6-0. PS4 champions fighting right now. Papadoc, the current title holder, taking on EdParker. And man, EdParker so close right here, but being real patient, just jabbing, but standing toe to toe. There's a nice side kick. Keeping Papadoc on the edge of that octagon, wants to keep that forward pressure. But this is what I mean, man. If he's going to keep going first every time, he's got to watch that counter strike. Bam. Big straight to the body. And again, Parker's backing off, resetting, and still just pumping out that jab.
Yeah, you can see the patience right there. He had Papadoc's back to the cage. He's decided to step back, fight more into the center, get that octagon control. So he's all about technique and range and trying to find his perfect combination.
Yeah, and there you see Ed stepping in with the jab lead hook straight. You're going to be looking for that all night, trying to pump that rear uppercut in, trading big right hands here. Well, left for Ed, but man, you don't want to be trading with Jacare. Jacare has real big power, especially in that rear hook if he's planting. Rear hook to the body, rear hook to the head, so be careful right there. And yeah, good job by EdParker, but he wants obviously to fight Papadoc in this close. He's bouncing these shots off the head right here. Papadoc dropping down to half health. He's doing a nice job with this lead leg outside leg kick. There's a nice slip into a straight, but no follow-up right there. And Ed's still on the outside trying to pump this jab in. It's almost a start step jab, you know, he's waiting, trying to see a reaction from it. Just pushing it in the face, trying to gauge what Papa's going to do. A nice side kick there as well. Fake jab into a straight fake hook into a rear uppercut. That was nice work by Ed right there as well. And Papa's still trying to sit in return.
Yeah,
sorry, go Kings.
You can see Papadoc, he's trying to fake those takedowns. So he got denied in 2 clinch attempts. So he's trying to fake it a little bit, try to get some opening. So try to see if he does a takedown in the last couple of minutes.
Ed popping Papadoc right there with a big left hand, but Doc doing the great pull counter. Tries to get a clinch attempt off it, doesn't get it. Nothing doing. Ed knows it's coming, making the reads nicely. And you got to think either man taking on BTC. Whoever wins this matchup, BTC relying off that clinch, both showing good clinch awareness right here. Rear uppercut, bouncing off the block. Again, just pulling right on that straight. There's another big left hand. The big hooks landing for both fighters right here. And the head health of Papadoc just starting to show signs of a bit of damage right here. Almost lost about a third of it already. 1 minute left in the first round.
It just seems like Papadoc's not comfortable right now.
Oof.
I mean, he got denied in every single takedown he tried to do, and now he's just rhythm, as I would say, as a fighter. Like, he's trying to get these takedowns, but it's not really working out.
Big straight left to the body by Ed. And Ed knows he's got the stamina advantage. You know, he knows he can just take this into the later rounds. He's going to come out of it probably with stamina on top. But you can never count Jacare out just because of that power he has in one shot at a time. And there's a big rear uppercut landing nicely, but tries to roll and slip off to the side right there. Eats a lead check hook. And man, a couple of punches for the finish right there. Great first round. Nice little back and forth from both fighters.
Yeah, very technical. You see both game plans being in effect. Zachary Sosa, Papadoc, he's going to try to fake those takedowns and try to get those clinches where he's comfortable with. But EdParker, he wants to stay in the center octagon, get control, and do these little side kicks and just try to figure out a way where he could just dissect his opponent with body shots and maybe get a little uppercut right there.
Yeah, you saw it landing right there as Papadoc tried to change levels to hit that double leg. And like you said, man, Papa definitely trying to clinch a couple bits, definitely trying to shoot some takedowns, but nothing doing so far in this fight. Moving on to the second round. So Ed managed to keep this fight where he wants it. Papa not able to mix it up yet, but still returning fairly well on the feet. So competitive in both senses. Oh, both trading uppercuts right there. And Ed's still walking forward with this pressure jab. He doesn't need to step into his jab because he's standing so close. He can just throw it from his stance. There's no need to step in to land it. He's right in front, so he can really just pop this jab out from a nice distance. And then again, that side kick. Nice work by Ed, just trying to mix it up. Used to use that a lot on L. No, Conor McGregor, but there we go. Rear uppercut lands beautifully into a nice little 1-2, touching him up and dropping Papadoc, and wants nothing to do with the ground game right there. Nice little finish.
It's a smart plan.
Yeah, beautiful work. So rear uppercut set that all up, and a nice little 1-2 disguised behind the 3-punch combination, and there, straight back in, straight lead hook to the body, and again standing so close just to pull this jab. Papadoc needs to move his head off that center line and throw some big hooks, me thinking.
Another thing, Papadoc, I think he needs to switch his stance up because he's not getting the benefit of this stance situation right now. So if he switches up, maybe he could connect more with his jabs a little bit because he's getting hit with uppercuts, he's getting hit with a lot of things, and this stance is not working for him.
Well, Papadoc is content to stand right in front of Ed. Oh, there we go. Gets us straight in the over-under right here. Pummels nicely.
Oh. Sitting
out twice here. Again, faking the swim and into the hip toss. Nice deny by Ed. Good patience to just sit and wait for the takedown. He knew it was coming. Nice little short shot. And no attempt to break right now for Ed because he doesn't want to get countered. That's going to set that takedown up even nicer. So, got to be careful in grappling exchanges to wait on your opponent. But Ed being nice and patient right here, trying to look for his chance to get out. Maybe off a nice deny. And these shoulder shots, not even registering on Ed's health yet. So he's not worried about them. And a nice deny by Ed. Papadoc still sitting up tight with this body lock right here. Just going to throw these in. They're going to score points into the full tie. A nice single collar palmer wisely by Ed straight away into this single leg attempt. Going to try and run the pipe with it. Doesn't get the stuff off into half guard.
See, this is what Papadoc needs. He needed, it took him to the second round, but he needed that huge takedown. Now he's able to get in work and be a little bit more comfortable with his game plan. Because before this whole takedown situation,
yeah, this is where
he needs to do something big.
This is where Papadoc's been trying to get the fight this entire, fight. And he's here in the second round. 1 minute left. Yeah, not much left time, but he's got this top position. And wow, the stand up from the ref. That's gonna feel bad, man. Poor Papadoc gets the takedown, doing some damage, but no attempt to advance position. And man, gets the stand up. He was content to work, maybe look for some denies, but nothing doing. And EdParker now with the striking stamina advantage right here, trying to pour that jab, double jab into the straight, lands the left hook, come back with it again, the rear hook, sorry. Pull counter by Papadoc, but look at the head health of Papadoc, man. He can't take too many of these shots, even if they're jabs and straights. Now preemptively slipping off to the left-hand side, trying to get away from that follow-up straight, but he's going to slip straight into that lead hook if he keeps rolling the head to the left-hand side.
I mean,
oh, beautiful work.
Okay, Balin. This reminds me of Avengers Infinity War. It seems like that for a drop of blood. Like, he does all this damage trying to get those takedowns, got him on the cage, Papadoc did, and all he did was that takedown, only to get stood up by the referee, all that for a drop of blood. So that's insane.
Yeah, man. And you saw that knockdown once there again on the replay in between the rounds, man. Ed did a great job timing that rear uppercut and then just stepping back in with the double jab 2 right down there. Beautiful, like Diaz style. And again, the level change gets met by the rear uppercut and another one to finish the fight. That's all she wrote. EdParker snatching the belt from the hands of Papadoc here tonight. Beautiful work. Those rear uppercuts beautifully read by Ed every single time that level change came out. He threw that rear uppercut from a planted stance. You can see it right here. We'll show it again on the replay. Absolutely fantastic job. He threw it a second before off the rock. You can see the level change coming out from Papadoc after he backs him up. Slip straight, nothing doing. 1-2, rear uppercut pops in again, straight. Here comes the level change off the roll. Bam, there we go. Rear uppercut, jab, straight, hook misses, and then a rear uppercut for the 4-punch combination ender. And that means we have a new champion right here in the ESFL on your PlayStation, Mr. EdParker, snatching that belt up again. Great boxing here tonight. Beautiful work by Ed. And I know all his fans going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, absolutely. EdParker, he did what he wanted to do. He had control of all those rounds and just control of every little situation. Even the referee stood him up to give him a better position. Like, it was insane. When we first talked about this fight in the beginning, I said, watch out for the preemptive slips and maybe an uppercut would hit and end the fight. I just didn't know Papadoc was going to be the one who preemptively slips and gets hit with that uppercut. So EdParker had a perfect fight.
Yeah, and it was almost, played into EdParker's hands, really. When Papadoc did slip, Ed kind of knew the takedown was coming. I mean, that's a great way to charge your grapple advantage and to make it easier for you to grab those takedowns. So as soon as a slip came, Ed kind of started to sit down on that uppercut, kind of guess, the double leg's probably coming straight up after this, and bam, landed it several times in that fight. Every single time he tried to level change right there, almost, it felt like him. Made him pay. Papadoc unable to get that takedown. 1 of 4 right there in those takedowns. And like you said, he got stood up. Even when he did get that takedown, he got stood up. So great work by EdParker, man. Just countering, staying really close the whole fight to Papadoc. I mean, we saw in the last fight how close BTC stood to Egon Silas so he could get that clinch attempt, and Papadoc right in the face of EdParker. EdParker's one standing right there, knew Papadoc was trying to clinch the whole fight, but still able to stop every single clinch attempt regardless. So that's going to be an interesting matchup when BTC comes to fight for that title against EdParker. We know that Ed, doesn't mind standing toe-to-toe right there with them because he knows he can stop those clinch attempts. He stopped every single one of Papadoc there, bar one towards the end of that second round. So Ed standing right in there, toe-to-toe, just so he could pump that jab out right there. Just kept touching him with it. No need to step into range. No need to make himself vulnerable to those big power punches of Papadoc by staying right in that pocket. He can just flick the jab out, and did a great job. Just good awareness, and he's also in range for that rear uppercut. Doesn't need to move, can plant his feet and whip that rear uppercut up in there when that level change does happen from Papadoc. So great reads by Ed Parker and fantastic display of cerebral striking, I think, this evening.
Technical, very precise. Every shot had a game plan towards it, so that was really, really excellent. And if he faced BTC in a future fight card, I mean, BTC is gonna have a lot to handle because, I mean, he was able to get that submission executed, but the fact that you have to go striking against Ed Parker, that's gonna be a tall order.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You can say that again. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. It was a great night of fights. Fantastic performances by so many of the competitors here this evening. So we had some new guys winning, some vets redeeming themselves here despite losing. Adavadax coming back with that Mike Perry win, unsuspected, but getting himself back in the win column. And same here with Drizzo, who's been fighting hardcore fights all season. Coming back there as well with a win to put him back in the win column. And then again, great co-main event, BTC snatching up that guillotine choke in the first round against Egon, Silas, who was looking on fire with those jabs to the body and straights and rear uppercuts up until that point. And then Mr. Ed Parker in the main event of the evening, cleaning up, executing the perfect game plan from his perspective, piecing apart Papadoc, countering everything Papadoc was trying to do, and getting that win. So what a great night of fights for ESFL 60 there, Kingsley. Do you have a fight of the night?
Oh man, I think, jeez, oh man, there was a lot of great fights. I think I would have to go with Epic Trolls versus EK Darth. I mean, it was fun to watch. We saw some overhands. We saw John Jones beat up Dana White, which I think we'll never see in our lifetime. So that was really fun. I really like that.
I think
also kudos to Levi for beating me.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably my fight of the night too. I probably have to give performance to Ed Parker, just the clinical way he picked apart the champion. Although Adavadax did look real good tonight as well. Performance tonight could have gone to him because he looked real good, real clinical as well. And EK Darth with John Jones, man. I mean, for sure, it was a good performance as well, but definitely more fight of the night for that one as well. Epic Trolls did doing a good job, and I saw Mr. Mediocre Mike saying, did his best right there. He won't be back to the EU cards again, so hanging them up for a while there, Mr. Epic Trolls, despite a great performance here this evening. And yeah, that's a great matchup. Surat Drizzo was a great fight too. Submission of the night, I think you probably got to give that to Ket Sweat.
That was like first round. Ooh, Ket Sweat?
Wait, was it not Ket Sweat? Got the top position with Habib, shut it down with that far side.
I think he definitely got that submission, but I'm thinking like how quick the submission was for BTC. I would kind of lean it towards him.
I suppose he snatched it up. I mean, it would have. I mean, I don't know. Ket Sweat was kind of more dominant performance. BTC's was pretty good too, though. So I got either way on that one. But yeah, I think knockout of the night got to be was it AK with the Bruce Lee rob?
Yeah, no. No, it was Roadrunner with the Bruce Lee pick.
That's right.
With the axe kick.
Beautiful axe kick.
And it was beautiful.
Wonderful job. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the fights tonight. Don't forget the highlights of this or the full event you can catch on the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, go over there and subscribe. ESFL. You can go back and watch all the previous cards from this season on there as well. And some of the cards from last season. Catch up on it. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. Discord link is at the bottom in the Twitch panels, just underneath the stream right here, or on any of those YouTube pages. Do jump in the Discord so you can keep up with the conversation, see the fights before they happen, fight cards, rankings, it's all on there in the Discord. And sign up if you want to sign up. If you think you can fight, huh? Yeah, you think you can fight, then you can go ahead and sign up in the Discord and fight me. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Whenever you want to do that in the Discord. All right. Good night from me here. Take care, everybody. We'll be back next week with our new champion on Xbox, defending his belt. I believe that is Mr. Prodigies. And yeah, it should be a good night of fights for Xbox next week. Any last words, Kingsley?
Yep. Oh man, it's been a great night of fights. Sad I didn't get my first win, but Levi, kudos to you, GG man. Hopefully I'll get back to another fight card and try to get that elusive win. But so far, amazing fight. Congratulations, Ed Parker.
Congratulations, Ed, our new champion on PS4. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week for ESFL 61.